everybody. How are y'all doing? All right, there we go. Can y'all see me? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me, y'all. Can y'all see me? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me. What? Okay. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, good. So you can see me and you can hear me, correct? Okay, cool. See, you can see me and you can hear me. All right. All right. Happy New Year to everybody. I am so excited for this new year 2022. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic year for all of us. I want to say welcome to all of you, the real family. We're starting afresh. It's a fantastic New Year's. Yeah, I do have a lot of positive, what's the word? Positive feelings, positive energy for the new year for all of us. And thank you for being here. Thank you for starting this new year with me. I do appreciate you taking the time away from your own lives to want to come and spend it here on the Real Tarot 1123 channel. I so appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I do value and do appreciate your continued support. So there you have it. And for our visitors, thank you for joining us. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you will subscribe and y'all hit the like button. Give me that thumbs up. I sure do need it. And also subscribe and hit the bell icon so y'all will be notified whenever I get, whenever I post new videos, correct? Okay. So I don't know which camera is working now, but that's okay. We will see. So let me give a shout out to all you folks here. Let's see who we got, who's in the house. Wait, what? Hang on. So we have Esmeralda Espino, hello. Elena, hello. Pamela Strutman, hello. Inabag, hey. And then we have Crystal Pink, hello. Inabag again, Elena, Pamela Strutman, Inabag. Sandra, Happy New Year. Who else? Scout Inquirer. See, now it skipped because Scout Inquirer, hello. And Spirit Moon, Sandra, hello, hello. DTC Prime, hello. Gypsy Girl, Texas Patriots, as always, hello. We do appreciate you. Thank you so very much for everything you do. Robin O, Happy New Year. Inabag, of course. Elena, yes, I did mention a birthday. Happy New Year. Big hugs to all of you and to Inabag too. Give me 1 second. I did get a very okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. So let's get started, correct? I had originally mentioned that I was going to do a class today, correct? And Texas Patriots suggested that we do a collective energy for the New Year's, okay? Now, it's very interesting, and of course, I could absolutely go into the details of it. I have the chart here for the astrology, planetary positions, etc. But this, I'm not going to do it on this channel because this is purely astrology. So today, this is going to be addressing, some questions, which actually I must appreciate this fine young lady for sending us. Oh, wait. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to keep it simple and follow her suggestions, which you know me, I fly by the seat of my pants, right? But she was kind enough to, I don't know, is this thing even working, y'all? Okay. I don't think this camera up top is working. So y'all can still see me, right? And hear me. Give me 2 thumbs up if you can see me and hear me, because I switched off the big camera because it's not doing anything. It's not picking up. I was like, whatever. Hey, Cheryl and Shafna. So Gypsy Girl says, I'm meeting a friend for Indian food. I saw the reminder and told her we gotta do it in an hour. That's so cool. So here's what we're going to do. Where did my cards go? Hello? Oh, that's odd. Where are my little cards? No, you didn't walk away from me. Oh, how weird. My general energy cards. Did I put them in? No, I didn't put them in here. Okay, that is weird. Okay, that is so weird. Oh my God, y'all, I'm losing my mind. It's right here. Now, keep in mind, I am only going to, thank you everybody for acknowledging that. Thank you so much. I may as well put on the lid on this camera because this is not doing anything for me. Let me just, sorry. Okay, let me just leave that. It's kind of annoying me. So like I said, this is going to be purely tarot. I'm not going to even look at astrology as far as this is concerned. I will be posting a video where I am going to look at astrology and, basically answer the same questions, but via astrology. So that way, those of you who are interested in this can watch this. Those of you who are interested in the astrology can go and watch that, okay? So will you do an update on Haz and Megan sometime, please? Well, I would consider it, but not right now. They are not important at the moment. But thank you for the request. They're just not. Every time I think about them, I kind of get annoyed because it's like, what is wrong with you people, right? So, okay. I'm going to be looking at my phone. Please don't be annoyed. I'm not texting anybody. I'm just reading a list, okay? Now, when we do the astrology, keep in mind, there I will look at the birth chart of the United States, and then I will, of course, based upon that, I will be doing the astrology forecast, answering the same questions. But now we are just going to do tarot. Let me just, for the sake of guidance, very quickly... hang on, just quickly. So for the sake of reference, it says they are considering July 4th, right? July 4th, 1776 at 5:10 p.m. They're saying that United States was technically born. So if any of y'all have any other information that is you think is more accurate, let me know, because right now, couldn't agree more. Claire, hey Claire, Ro, Robin, hello, Pandora Specs. Will you do? Okay. So I have, again, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody thinks that this is inaccurate, let me know. I have the date of birth of the United States as, hey, Queen of Wands, as July 4th, 1776 at 5:10 p.m. So let's look at this. I will do a little bit of quick numerology, right? And then... okay. I have so many books around here, y'all. And then we'll get on with this reading. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Give me 1 second. Um, D. So 10, 19, 23, 25, 26, 27. That's 9. Then we have 3, wait, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. That is 3. That is 12. That is also 3. 18, 19, 20, 29, 30, 31, 32. That is 5. So 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. So let's go with 2. Okay. Oh my God, excuse me, as of course. Okay, so we'll just do that. So when I look at United States being a Cancerian, of course, with that comes a whole other stuff. So I probably should have had this printed out. So the first thing I'm going to address is, let's get an overall general energy, and then I'm going to address a whole bunch of stuff. The United States presidency, then the world health, then we're going to look at economy, the housing market, then US world relations. This is a lot, but we'll try. So let's get a general overall energy for the United States. Sticking. There we go. Venus. Okay, so even though I said I'm not going to get into astrology, I have to address this. So Venus rules Taurus, right? And Venus also rules Libra. So United States is Cancer. Okay, that's the sign for the United States. So Taurus is going to be the 11th house, and so United States, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 11th house and 4th house matters. So 4th house talks about the emotions, our home, our mother, the family roots, affairs, etc. And the 11th house talks about like-minded people, groups, and friends. Now, how does this relate? How does this correlate to us? How does this affect us? So 4th house, okay, and the 11th house. Now let's look at it. So 4th house talks about emotions, the home, which is our country. It talks about 4th house aspects are the mother, the family roots, affairs at the end of life, etc. So yes, absolutely. How emotional is this nation at this point in time? We're super emotional, right? We're absolutely, like, look at all the drama that's been going on for the past couple of years, right? So there's so much going on in this country that we are like, okay, what the hey is going on the past couple, 2-3 years? It's been a roller coaster. It's been an emotional roller coaster, right? So it definitely is going to be something that we are going to continue to have this trend for 2022. I feel that there is going to be a lot of emotions, tempers flying high, that sort of a thing. Now with Venus also, I'm going to say, Venus isn't all just about beauty and this and that and all that. Venus is also about finances, all the luxury, all those aspects as well, right? All the materialistic things with regards to, what are the materialistic assets we have. Venus also talks about housing, because it is an earth and it's an asset, right? For the most part, for most people. So it also talks about that, and it says like, okay, fine, now how is this going to affect all of us, right? So let's take a look. Now, 11th house is like-minded people, groups, and friends. Now, here's the thing with the 11th house and the 4th house, right? It's like there is going to be a happy medium, a meeting of minds as far as particular things are concerned, which is related to finances and housing. Okay, having said that, there is going to be a lot. It's going to be almost like an emotional trade-off. It's right, we got to do, remember the housing market crash in 2008? They're going to be like, okay, we have to do whatever we can to avoid that. Can they stop it? Can they stop the housing market from going down? You know how the economy would literally tank. So can they stop it? Well, we don't know. Let's take a look and see what that is all about, right? But that is definitely an overall energy. So the focus this year, I think, is going to be all the economic, the financial aspect, and the assets and that sort of thing with regards to this country. Okay? And then we'll break it down further. Roberta Fieldman. So we have a newcomer here. Hi, Roberta. We have she's saying glad to have you, MI. So MI, I think, is a new person. Well, welcome. So again, people, please understand, these are my observations, my opinions. Please do your own diligence, do your own research, form your own conclusions, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, I am not here to give anybody any financial advice or any economic advice or anything like that. This is for entertainment purposes only. So this card popped up. What are the odds? Oh my goodness. So yes, absolutely, I think the housing market and the financial markets, which is all tied together, are definitely going to take a little bit of a shake-up. There's going to be a bit of a shake-up. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would say around Cancer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to say definitely in the Pisces season, which is coming up, there's going to be a little bit of a dip in the market for sure. It is there. You'll start hearing rumbles and a little bit of hi, Lucinda. There's a bow and arrow. Hello, Tessie Cooper. Hello. They're going to be a little bit of talk starting. People are going to start realizing, oh, we better hold back. We better hold back. We better hold back. It's all going to start now. Let me get this chart out. As much as I said I won't touch astrology, there you have it. What can I say, y'all? Where are we at? Pisces. So February and March, you'll start hearing some rumbles about it. Okay, so I'm going to put this away, and now we're going to draw cards very, very, very specifically for the questions that have been asked, and I'm going to keep at my phone, so don't get annoyed at me. So yes, the focus is going to be on economics of this country and the financial market of this country this year. So US presidency, any major changes, major internal conflicts, any new government agendas, changes in president or VP. Okay, let's talk about the US presidency. Show me about the US presidency. Well, I don't have Biden's chart, but that's okay. I mean, like I said, I'll do the astrology aspect of it later. US presidency. US presidency. Capricorn. Okay. And then Temperance. Okay. So when we talk about Capricorn, remember the overall energy we got for the United States was Taurus, right? Let me write it down so I don't forget. Taurus and Tower. What are the odds that we'd have both the T's? Now we have Capricorn, right? Now US chart is Cancer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seventh house talks about partnerships, contracts, relationships, etc. And then it talks about Temperance. I definitely feel that going forward with regards to the US presidency, is there any type of a shakeup? In other words, will Biden continue to be the president for this term? I feel he is going to, because the seventh house, like I said, talks about friends, contracts, relationships, etc. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's going to be a happy balance because you have Sagittarius here, which is the Temperance card, and it talks about Jupiter, right? So I think he's going to hang on. I do believe he's going to be around for this, for the remainder of this, for the remainder of this, his term at least. He's going to be hanging around. So, but I don't think there's going to be a change in the VP. This is per tarot. Now, when we do astrology, we look at the chart for the United States, we look at the chart for Biden, and we look at the chart for what's her name, Pamela. I'm sorry. Why did I say Pamela? Kamala. And then, excuse me, I apologize. I don't know who Pamela is, so somebody's popping into my head. So for sure, is her sister's name Pamela? Huh. Now I'm curious. Can somebody post if Kamala, a vice president's sister's name is Pamela? So we'll see. Then, whoa. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Oh, I won't take it in the reverse because I was holding the whole deck in the reverse. So it's upright. Okay, so Queen of Cups. She's going to be a emotional support for Biden. She's definitely going to be supporting him. Ace of Cups. Wow, a lot of energy here. King of Swords. So what this is telling me with regards to, are there going to be any major changes? I don't necessarily think so. But there is going to be a renewed offer of help, a renewed offer of support, a renewed offer of emotional support. And then with the King of Swords popping up, right, as we know, the King of Swords talks about somebody who's a international leader, strategically, plotting and planning. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is going to be an international entity or a leader who's also going to be like reinforcing the support, his or her country's support, reinforcing and showing that support, reinforcing that support to Biden and Biden's, Biden's tenure. Okay, so I feel that that's definitely going to happen. Now, surprisingly, with the Cups card over here, it's a water sign, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now, also the Queen of Cups, I do believe, is going to be Kamala. She's going to be supportive as well, but also his wife, right? So there's going to be a renewed support. His wife, I will say, is a little bit concerned about him now because she's like really hoping that he will continue and finish his tenure. She's very concerned. Now, definitely there's an international leader who's going to renew support to Biden. Absolutely. I see that coming. I don't know which leader that is. I don't know who that is, but definitely that's going to happen. Absolutely. Okay. Now, do I feel that because we pulled this King of Swords, one of the questions was, is there going to be any internal conflicts? Let's see. I don't think there is. I think it's going to be a bit of a stretch for him. Like it's Highlander, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for Biden, basically regarding his health. But I think he's going to last. I think he's going to pull through. At least that's what the cards are telling me. I'm not seeing a clear, cut in that, if you will. So let's continue this. What was the question? Strength card. Major internal conflicts. So when we talk about major internal conflicts and we talk about the strength card, absolutely clearly it's Leo, correct? So that's the second house. Second house is the values, talents, possessions, the ability to earn income of the collective. We're talking about the United States, not the specific individual, which again leads me back to there's going to be a little bit of pressure with regards to we need to be prepared for the economy or the finances or the financial markets. We have a feeling where it's going to go. History has taught us some hard lessons. Pandora Specs says Maya Harris was policy advisor to Hillary Clinton. Okay, Maya was the name. Okay. So we feel that, we really need to learn from that. We need to prepare ourselves and we're going to be supportive of whatever changes you're planning on or wanting to implement with regards to that. So I don't see any necessary internal conflict. In fact, I see that they're going to be a little bit in a stronger position, okay? So changes in president or vice president, I don't see that. Nine of Wands, right? So Nine of Wands tells us being persistent, okay, keeping and maintaining boundaries and being persistent. So I feel like there is not necessarily going to be a change in the presidentship. I don't think so, okay? So let's get that out from there. So yeah, you're asking who's that international leader? Who's that international leader? That international leader is definitely going to show support, but we have somebody called Tessie. Hi Tessie. LG, hi LG. So I don't know who that international leader is, but for sure that international leader is definitely going to be kind of, it's, what's the word? I am going to support you. I'm absolutely going to support you. I'm going to reinforce my support to you, Mr. Biden. But there is going to be a little bit of give and take, a little bit of negotiation. So yeah, it's definitely, okay, something is itching me on my eye over here, whatever that is. Okay, so next question, world health, right? Actually, it should be the health of the United States. My God, as I say that, the Sagittarius card pops out, right? I'm going to shuffle that again. If Sagittarius is meant to come out, it'll come out again. We have Neptune, the Moon, Aquarius. So let's talk about that for a second, because we clearly have Neptune. Neptune rules Pisces. Then we have the Moon card, which rules Cancer, and then we have Aquarius. These are very kind of deep cards, right? It's emotional, it's lots of stuff that is hidden and that sort of thing. And we have the two, the High Priestess, which is also ruled by the Moon. Interesting. This is very interesting. So the question was, or rather the suggestion topic is, world health, new virus variants, medical mandates, additional lockdowns, effects on travel, effects on employment. So with Neptune here, I'm definitely going to say there's still a lot of confusion, illusion, and all that drama going on. There's still a lot that's being hidden. There is still a lot that they are not willing to share with the public. They will not. Okay. And also I'm going to say that with the Moon card showing up here, which again rules Cancer, this definitely is going to affect the first house of the United States, because it's about how the United States wants to present itself, or wants other countries or other people to look at it in terms of the health of this nation, like actual health, like the Rona stuff that's going on, right? You know what I mean? So, and then you have Aquarius here, and Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus is sudden changes and shocks. So this leads me to believe I will not be surprised if they start clamping down on us again, a little bit of, what's the word? They might start with, the whatever this new strain of the virus is, it's ramping up and we need to start going back to putting the brakes on things and hold back. But there is going to be a lot of issues with regards to that, because they know if they do that again, the economy for sure is going to be hit a lot deeper. See, this whole drama we had for the past 2 years, it did hit the economy. A lot of people, small business owners, etc., they basically got wiped out. A lot of people lost their jobs. Now, granted, the government started giving out corona relief, but to the public. But having said that, that has also affected the government's pockets, right? In terms of our United States, what do you call? Oh my God, what is a financial institution for the United States? Their bank, let's put it that way. I'm losing my mind because I can't think of that word. So it has affected them too, because they're just doling out the money, right? Of course, it's the taxpayers' money. Ultimately, we bear the responsibility and bear the burden for that. And one way or the other, we're going to have to pay it back. But I feel like there is this struggle saying that, yes, we do need a lockdown. Okay. Yes, we have to do it just to prevent this drama. But oh my God, can you imagine how that is going to affect? our economy. So we need to find balance. And then you have, yes, it's going to be a shock. There is going to be a shock to the public. They are going to come out with some other drama saying that Cree design. Hi from Belgium. Hey, how are you? Hi Inge, happy to see you here. Happy New Year. So I'm sorry, y'all, if I don't look up and acknowledge every new person is coming in. Please, excuse me. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just kind of caught up in this. So it is going to be a bit of a sudden shock. Okay, absolutely. This whole drama is going to be a sudden shock. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if they at least attempt to have another lockdown. They will for sure have another lockdown. Okay. Now, another thing I want to say, I think I had done this reading once before, and I did say that the kids are going to be, it's going to have something to do with kids. They're going to start bringing out certain protocol for kids being vaccinated, etc. Yes, Federal Reserve. Thank you, Pandora. Oh my goodness. Federal Reserve. I couldn't get that for the life of me. So, and they ended up starting putting pressure on kids being vaccinated and all that drama they did. So I'm going to also say this is going to be a sudden shock, y'all. It's going to catch the citizens of this country like off guard. It's going to catch us off guard. We are going to be like, what in God's name is happening here? Like, what in God's name is happening here? Why now? I thought everything was getting back to normal. But then you throw in the High Priestess. Who's the High Priestess? It is ruled by the moon. It's mysticism, quietness. Something remains hidden. Okay, and the High Priestess here is saying, don't rush into releasing or opening up the. I mean, I don't see any restrictions in the economy or business nowadays, right? But they're going to say, don't rush into making this decision about putting the clamp down again and saying another lockdown. They're going to say we really need to think this through because we know what the financial markets are looking like. We know, we can feel the temperature, we feel the heat there, and then we throw in here, it's going to be like a hot mess. So they're going to hold their horses a little. They're going to try their very best to kind of temper it, okay, kind of slow down, and we really need to check. But this is serious stuff. This is not a joke. Is it going to affect our travel plans and all that? We'll find out. Give me 1 second, okay? So we have Aquarius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th house. Yeah, 8th house is wills and secrets, etc. There is going to be a slight ramp up of people passing due to this situation, due to this virus. I feel that there is going to be a ramp up. Like we're going to suddenly see that more people are passing because of the coronavirus. So give me a second. 20, 30, 40, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? No, wait. 20, 30, 40, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is 3. It's going to come up in the immediate near future, y'all. This clamp down is going to come up in the immediate near future because we're talking about the 3rd house. 1, 2, 3. And 3rd house is ruled by Virgo. 3rd house to Cancer, which is the United States. It's ruled by Virgo. And Virgo, as we all know, it's 3rd house is for Cancer, for United States is Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is quick changes. And then here you throw in Aquarius, which is sudden shocks, and throw in Neptune, it's confusion, illusions, and dreams. And then on top of all that, you throw in the moon, which is Cancer, right? So this is going to, Texas is back in the red alert. Do you have the time frame for lockdown? Okay. I said in the immediate future, so I would be, yes, I hear you, I saw that. Give me 1 second. 40, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So when we talk about the immediate future, I would say towards the end of the first quarter, beginning into the second quarter. because that's how I would put it. They will at least start talking about maybe we should go back. Whether they implement it or not is a different thing, but they will start talking about, you'll hear about it in the news. Maybe we need to start thinking about another lockdown. Maybe we need to think about all these things, and they'll put out on the news or something, and everybody will be up in arms. So at least the chitter chatter is going to start. Whether they actually implement it or not is going to be a very, very, it's like walking the tightrope. Only 60% of US population is vaccinated. Most citizens need to get on board before this pandemic. Yes, this is, I had said in that other video too that we are not done with the pandemic, not in any way, shape or form. It's going to die down, it's going to come back up, it's going to, die down as in like, the focus on the news, it's going to kind of taper off, and then all of a sudden, boom, you'll see another, So regarding, oh my goodness, restrictions, yes y'all, 100% self-restrictions. Lockdown is coming, 100%. But they will probably say, what was the thing that they were calling it self-imposed isolation, or what was that they were calling it? Kirtana, I do have a question. Is a virus on a spiritual level some form of modality to raise consciousness, way to expose the lack of empathy and bring back less selfish ways? Very interesting question, Elena. Very interesting question. Give me 1 second. Let me finish this and then I'll answer your question. It's such an interesting question. Thank you for asking that. Well, you know what? I'm going to go into it. Think about the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius, Elena, this is for you. The age of Aquarius is all about awareness. It's all about, coming back and fighting for the truth and wanting to do the truth, not willing to be the whole woke stuff, not taking it laying down, not being willing to be subdued, not wanting to be overpowered or imposed. And then you talk about, is it a way to raise consciousness? This has, without a doubt, this coronavirus, of all the, be it AIDS or be it cancer or whatever, this particular virus has absolutely, without a doubt, raised the consciousness of us human beings as a whole. Because with AIDS or HIV, it was, you primarily exchange needles or blood donation from somebody who already had HIV, or having intimate relations with another person who was infected. So it was more an intimate way of getting that particular virus in your body. Now, cancer, as we all know, is a lot related to heredity. It's your DNA and also your lifestyle, this and that. But here with this particular virus, you can be walking around, just the fact that you're breathing, you're just living as a human being. You have to take in a breath and take out and exhale, inhale and exhale, just by your sheer existence, okay? And you walking around in society, just by the fact that you're present is enough to be able to pass on the virus to another person. Granted, coughing, sneezing, all that is, obviously they say try not to. But let's say somebody, how sometimes when we speak, sometimes we have a spray, right? And that lands comes in contact with somebody else some other way, they could get infected. Of course, you sneeze, of course, you cough, or, it's so much more easier to spread this virus than it was AIDS, then with HIV, then with cancer, whatever other diseases. Tuberculosis was another one, very similar to this. It's through the breath, it's through the lungs, right? So this has definitely raised awareness and definitely raised consciousness as far as the human beings as a whole is concerned, because it has made us realize how truly susceptible, how easily dispensable all of us are, right? What is it any living creature really needs? Oxygen to breathe. So at the very core of our existence, right, the very thing that keeps us alive is what could kill us. So it has raised our consciousness, it has made us a little bit more empathic, a little bit more concerned, a little bit more, caring, a little bit more what's the word? Cognizant of other people, not just ourselves, of other people as well. Now, when you talk about was this a karmic thing, from that perspective, where is Elena? So when we talk about the spiritual aspect of this, now I'm going into a different aspect here. Remember, at one of my videos, I had said that we talk about the different yugs, right? Yug is time, is an eon, okay? It's not according to our calendars. In terms of the spiritual realm, the time, the calendar is completely different. So people say how many years is a yug? Some people say 3,000 years is a yug. Some people say 25,000 years or 2,300 years is a yug or whatever. So we talk about the different yugs. Those of you who understand the Vedas, etc., will know even the Mayans, even they had something similar to this. There is a cycle that mankind, humankind, humanity per se goes through a cycle, right? We are born, and then we learn, and we grow older, we get mature, and then we get overconfident, overzealous, and then we end up wiping ourselves out, and we come back again, right? That rebirth, the death and rebirth cycle continues. With the Kali Yuga, it's all about you sow what you reap here, right? It's all about balancing the scales right here in this lifetime. It's all about immediate gratification in a way, as weird as that sounds. It's all about immediate gratification. It's like, oh, you did this and this, okay, off with your head, without even a moment to think. It's all about right now, the cancel culture, all that stuff. We are doing this to ourselves, right? We human beings, we are doing this to ourselves. We are letting that few people control us and do this to us too. So in terms of, is it like a could this be on a spiritual way? Absolutely. Because what is this doing to us? Those people, okay, y'all are going to come at me. My God, what I'm about to say is going to piss off a lot of people. But hey, it's better you be pissed off than I be pissed off. So disclaimer, this is entertainment purposes only. These are my opinions and my observations. Do your own diligence, form your own conclusions, etc. Is there could we, those of us who choose not to be vaccinated, do you think they're being a little selfish? Right? Those who are vaccinated, they'll be like, why are you being so selfish? You don't care about others. And those who don't want to be vaccinated, they may be saying, it's not a question of being selfish, maybe to a certain extent, but it's also that I don't believe in it. I don't buy it. It's all an agenda. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, don't believe in it. So I don't want that. Why should I get entrapped by the agenda that is set forth by a certain few people in the world? Now, to a certain extent, I believe I'm going to support them, and hear me out. If you go back to how this whole corona drama started, the Rona, let's call it the Rona, started, go back and look at what happened. You know, all that stuff that came out in the news, that it started in a lab and it was released, and even though they knew they didn't contain it, they should have, they didn't, and they just let it get out of hands. Could they have contained it at that time? Yes. Why didn't they? Another thing, I think I said this in one of my videos, is that if the scientists had the ability to create this virus, right, and they were doing whatever they were doing, they also had the ability to create a vaccine at that time, and they certainly did. But that was not released soon enough to the public. It wasn't released. They absolutely had the ability to have that. Why is this drama? Why did it take so long for them to actually release the vaccine? Why did it take so long for people of the world to be able to have access to that vaccine? Why? I mean, medicine has progressed so much. Science has progressed so much. You seriously think that they really had such a hard time finding a cure for it? You seriously think that there is no cure for cancer? You seriously think there's no cure for cancer? As modernized as medicine is, as modernized as sciences. Like, heck, we can go into space just for the heck of it, like going, oh, I'm going to take a trip to Washington, D.C. Oh, no, this year I'm just going to take a trip to space. We can do that, but we don't have a cure for cancer. We don't have a cure for what have yous. I mean, that is so. How long did they keep the cure for or whatever the stuff for HIV hidden? Now it's not a big deal. If you are tested HIV positive, you go and you get those vaccination. I mean, those shots or the treatment every so often. You're on it for. They even advertise on the TV, right? Once a month or once in 6 months or whatever. They take it and they're fine. They live a normal life. It's not a big deal. So, to a certain extent, there is an aspect, not to a certain extent, there is one aspect that yes, it is the karmic, right? On a spiritual level, there are a few, okay, who feel that there has to be a deep cleanse. But that is their karmic duty, that is their karmic responsibility. That is why they have been put in this world to facilitate that. On the other hand, right, there are a certain few who have maximized on that opportunity, who have taken advantage of that opportunity with total disregard to their fellow human beings. How many people have made money because of this this virus? All the pharmaceutical companies. Heck, we should have all bought shares in the pharmaceutical companies, right? So I don't know if it really answered your question, but absolutely on a spiritual level too, this is Kali Yuga. This cleanse is going to happen because humanity needs a cleanse per se before we are able to move to the next level or to the next yug. Okay, so we can get into it all day long. Elena, you got me on a completely different tangent here, but I appreciate you asking that question. I really do. It's a very, very interesting question. It gets very, very, I wouldn't say complicated, but it's going into a whole nother yeah, no money in healthy people. You're so right, Robino. They can't make money out of people who are healthy. But Sam, that's your opinion, and because you understand on a spiritual level, you're a little bit more evolved and mature, which is why you're saying that. But not everybody is at the same level of spiritual evolution, right? Yes, absolutely. The virus was engineered in a lab. Now nature is trying to right the wrong by changing its DNA. Absolutely. COVID is going to continue to mutate. You're absolutely right. A virus, a parasite, doesn't want to kill its host, because if it kills its host, it's essentially going to die itself. Where is it going to feed, right? So, thank you, Elena. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Love you too. So now let's get on. So we did this, right? So there is going to be self-imposed quarantine or whatever they call it. Hey Faye, how are you? Good to see you. Whoa, just as I say that, a whole oh my goodness, I can't. Yeah, look. Justice. These are some heavy hitters. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, let's take it back. So we did say that there's going to be self-imposed, or there's going to be restrictions or quarantine or whatever. Then we have the Tower card. That is most certainly, as we know, the Tower card, right, is Mars. It's ruled by Mars. It's disillusionment. It's disillusionment of a partnership. It's disillusionment of relationships. It's disillusionment of connections, right? So if you're going to self-quarantine, there are going to be certain relationships that are going to dissolve. Now, dissolve as in you're not going to be in close proximity with your co-workers. You may not be visiting family and friends, etc. So there is going to be a separation over there. And with the Tower card, I'm going to say this whole drama about wanting to quarantine again is, the poo is going to hit the fan, y'all. But here, surprise, surprise, we have the Four of Wands here, right? So the Four of Wands is telling me that absolutely, right, there is going to be, after this brief period of confinement, there is going to be reconnecting with family, reconnecting with friends, celebrating, doing all that stuff. So yes, there will be some confinement, but I don't believe it's going to be for a long period of time like the way we had in 2020. It's going to be for a brief period of time, because they're almost scared to set it in place, because they're like, we don't know what's going to happen. Yes, the Tower card. So we don't know what's going to happen, so we're going to take baby steps and see how it works. So they're going to probably implement it, and they'll be like, quarantine yourself, yada yada yada, whatever. They may start rolling out incentives for people to work from home, because that will be the next step in saying, okay, so how the public is, right? I mean, most people is like, give me the money and I'll do whatever, I'll sell my soul to the devil type of thing. I'm being a little harsh in my statement, but not everybody is like that. I get it. But they're going to incentivize us. If you are employed and you're willing to stay home and work from home, or some way, shape or form, they're going to start implementing, saying, we'll give you a little something here and there, or a tax break or whatever, that sort of thing. So Pamela says, I am recovering from bilateral COVID phenomena in both lungs, on oxygen for now, dealing with this since late November. Oh my God, Pamela, I feel for you. I really do. I truly, truly hope you recover from it. Now, one thing I want to tell you about COVID, y'all, is that what I'm seeing here in the cards is that there are people who will get over it, recover, go on like normal. But for some people, they never recover from it. They are never 100%. They are never going to be 100%, because long-term effects, it's like that ongoing effects of COVID. They're going to go on and on and on. It's not going to let them go. That's the saddest part. That is already happening, and that information, the numbers on that is completely subdued, because they do not want to scare the people. You may test negative and say, okay, you don't have COVID anymore, you're over and done with, but it has damaged your body to such an extent that all kinds of other issues crop up. Technically, you don't have COVID anymore. You're oh my, excuse me, y'all, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Technically, you don't have COVID anymore, right? But the damage it has caused to your body, right, which is going to lead to other what's the word? Am I the only one who likes the scent of hand sanitizer? Is that weird? Hi, Araceli. So good to see you, Araceli. So they're trying to hold those numbers down. They're trying to keep a lid on it, because they're afraid that if people find out, like how many people are having long-term effects of COVID, even though they are technically cured, public is going to freak out. Now let's get back. Justice is Libra. Decisions, courts. This is going to be a lot of decision making in terms of the government. They have to make some decisions. They're going to be forced to make some decisions with regards to COVID. And then I should stop saying that word, because I hope YouTube doesn't take down this channel. Then we have, I'm going to stop using that word, okay? I'm just going to say Rona or whatever. So then we have the Eight of Cups. Now, Eight of Cups in the traditional tarot, as we know, is withdrawal, retreat, moving on, feeling abandoned. I'm telling you, this whole confinement thing is going to crop up again, y'all. I seriously think so. Now, let me see. Come on. Oh, come on. Shoot. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get to that page. There we go. Is it going to affect us on travel? Let's see if the travel card pops up. If the Chariot card pops up, then yeah, I will say yes. But I feel if you have restrictions anyway, it's going to affect travel, right? So, yes, the residual energy, yes. Oh my goodness. Inabug says, Oh, Gypsy Girl, because Bunny is outside. He's right outside my door. I don't know if you can hear him. He's making his usual sounds, right? Sound effects. Yinabag says, my son celebrated Thanksgiving with 11 people. One was positive and didn't know it until the next day. 8 others were fine. 2 got sick. 1 is still on a ventilator. Oh my God. We're going to send prayers for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's horrible. That's horrible. Well, that's an odd statement, Emperor. I wonder if I'm misreading you. Okay, what are you trying to say? So, Emperor I-Man says the more you destroy your microbiology in your white blood cells with fast food, GMO, water full of chlorophene, chlorine, pesticides on crops, and the fizzy pop, people would be fine. Is that a tongue-in-cheek comment? I hope so. Wait, okay, we have something else going on. Scout Inquirer says, I am so sorry for her loss. Love and prayers for your mom and families affected. Oh my God. Okay, something else is going on over there that I am not catching on. Let's get on with this reading. And I missed that. Oh, shoot. So, this is going to affect travel and employment. This is going to affect travel and employment. That was an odd comment from Emperor. I don't know what to make of it. Yeah. Well, they will not talk about a gypsy girl. You're right. Yes, Kelly Smith. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 2 thumbs up for what you're saying. You're right. No mask is 100% effective. Thank you so very much. You know how they talked about that 93 or 95 mask or whatever, that white thingy you got, and then people started double masking. How many, see, masks, you can only use the disposable ones. They said every 4 hours you have to change. You tell me, people, how many of, I will own up to it. I will say it on social media. I have gone a couple of times without changing it every 4 hours. I fess up to it. And then realize that, oh shoot, I have to change my mask and change it. How many of us actually keep time? Oh, I wore the mask at 10 o'clock, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2. Exactly at 2 o'clock, I got to take off this mask and put on another one. How many of us really do that? Let's be honest here, right? So then what's the point? And secondly, if the mask gets saturated, it really is of no use. And how many people actually have that cloth mask where they go home and they wash it and they put it in the dryer, wash it and dry it, wash it and wear it the next day? Okay, you're absolutely, hi Ari, Happy New Year. Yes, the N95, thank you Inabag. Absolutely right, no mask is 100% safe. How many people, y'all, how many people, think about it. Pamela Stratman says, I tested negative 3 times and had severe COPD before this, so I can tell a difference. So how many of us, Arachari says at the hospital we wear one for 12 hours. Right? We don't do that. Let's be honest with ourselves. We don't do that. We forget, or we don't have a mask. We say, oh, I look at it. Oh, it doesn't have makeup stains. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't have the mask odor. You know. Oh, okay, I can wear it for a little bit longer. How many of us do that? It is a fact, y'all. It is a fact. It's a practical aspect of it. Yeah, thank you. Because for a second, yeah, now I know what Emperor was trying to say. You know, for a second I was like, Emperor, is that a tongue-in-cheek comment or what? But yeah, I get it. I mean, I had to think about it for a second myself. Yeah, I think what Emperor was saying is if we stop feeding our bodies with all this pop and fast food and all that. Yeah, but you look at it, y'all. You look at it. Like I said in one of the videos, not everything that's organic and natural is necessarily good for you. Not every chemical is bad for you. It is a fact. Scientifically, it has been proven. You folks sit and think about it. Not all chemicals are bad for you, and I'll tell you why. How much has mankind evolved, right? How much have we evolved? So sometimes we do need certain chemicals to be able to match up with whatever drama is going on in terms of the environment and this and that, to have, because that's the only thing that's going to fight it off. I get it. Now, is there an alternative, an organic, natural alternative to all of this? Everything, you have an alternative. You have a second choice. Yes, but the second choice, like I've said time and time again, naturopathy, homeopathy, Reiki, let's talk about Ayurveda, any one of these holistic approaches to anything, even medicine, even health, it will take its effect, it will have an effect, but it's a little bit delayed. But we can't afford to have that delayed thing. We don't have the patience, so immediately we reach for chemicals and we go, boom, it's done. Right? But you have to wear the mask properly. How many times, this is my pet peeve, oh my God, y'all, I have walked up to people and said, can you please cover your nose and mouth? Or the people who have a mask on but it's at the chin, I'm like, does your chin need a mask? I've actually walked up to people and I've said that. I'm like, then don't wear it, man. I mean, don't freaking wear the mask. Don't put on a freaking show. Who are you trying to, what is it, a fashion statement? Wear the mask under your chin? Wear it properly, or don't wear it at all. And it so annoys me. It's like, people, what's the deal with that? Oh my God. So, yes, thank you, Texas Patriot, because I got off subject too. Thank you. One last card with regards to this. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so as we know, the Queen of Pentacles, right? She's all about being resourceful, fertility, domesticity, that sort of a thing. So with her showing up, I'm going to say, for certain, there is going to be restriction. People are going to start, either by choice or by force, they're going to start saying, I think it's better I start quarantining myself. People are going to say, I don't want to take my chances. This Omicron or whatever this virus is getting out of hand. I'm going to not take my chances. I'm going to stay home. I just heard this morning that in India, not all states, but some states at least, the state, Bangalore city, the state, they had clamped down after 6 p.m. 31st December. Nobody was allowed to go outside because of the Omicron virus. They were worried that people will go and party and this and that, restaurants and nightclubs and dance halls or whatever you call, and these clubs or the drinking bars and all, everything was shut down. They were like, no, we are not letting y'all go out, because first and foremost, you go out and you make a fool of yourself, yeah, sure, and then you get drunk and you have no cognizance. You think you're going to wear a mask when you get drunk, right? You're going to get all, oh heck with it, and take it off. So they're like, no, nothing doing. And they apparently, the government released a thing in the news saying that if you are caught, your vehicle is going to be confiscated, I suppose that's the right word. I don't know why I'm struggling with words today. And you have to find a way to go home or walk home. And nobody wants to Uber and all that. They're all off the streets because they'll also lose their vehicles, and then that's their livelihood. So then you're going to be stuck in the middle of nowhere. And if you live a walkable distance, you're fine. Otherwise, you're screwed. So yeah, they clamped down. They were like, no. And this weekend too, apparently they clamped down because they know people are going to start having parties and all in the weekend. They're like, nope, not doing that. How cool is that? And people follow it there, y'all. People follow it there. Oh, Canada is locking down and putting out curfews too. Wow. Wow. Same in Europe. Wow. Impounded. Thank you, Inabag. I'm telling you, girls, sometimes I can't think of the words. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the banking and the economic system, etc. Absolutely. Remember, right off the bat when I did the overall energy, we got those cards for United States. The economy, the financial market is absolutely going to be hit. Y'all, I'll tell you what, if dollar store has increased their prices from $1 to $1.25, we know what's going on, right? Inflation, escalations in all the prices, and we know, okay, economy, banking system, inflation patterns. The Earth card. Neptune. Saturn. Oh my goodness. The Earth card, Neptune, and Saturn. Okay, let's take a look at this for a second. The Earth card, of course, has everything to do with your food supply, your well, let's back up. So let's take it for a second. Earth card and Neptune. So Neptune is a confusion, illusion, and dreams, and Saturn is restriction. And the Earth card is all about living. What do we need for our existence? We need food, we need gas, right? We need essentials, toilet paper, whatever you, right? Yes, thank you. So when we look up at the essentials that we need to exist on this earth, absolutely there's going to be a lot of confusion. There's going to be a lot of restrictions. Without a doubt. We will face some shortages. I mean, y'all, haven't the prices of everything gone up already? Oh, thank you, Elena. Oh my God, Bernie. Ooh, Sam, okay. Yeah, I haven't put on a mask from the start. I didn't isolate. I had my pals sharing a chalice and okay, I'm going to address this situation right here. I'm going to address this. Stop for a second. So Emperor Iman says, I haven't put on a mask from the start. I didn't isolate. I had my pals sharing a chalice, okay? And I haven't even had a illness in school. Maybe COVID and even other illnesses is scared, or maybe I am correct. And then Sam addresses it and says, maybe you are just lucky, Hembron, ? While most are not so lucky, I wouldn't trust the luck of one person who is in denial about the pandemic. Now I'm going to address both of y'all. Both of y'all, in your opinions, you are entitled and y'all are both correct. Having said that, Emperor, luck does play a good part of it, or is just chance, or is it coincidental? We don't know. But if you feel that that has worked for you, kudos to you. Having said that, we also do know, and this is in support of Sam, we do know a lot of people have had COVID, but to a much, much milder degree, and they don't even feel the typical symptoms of it. So who's to say whether you did have it or didn't have it? If you can say Kirtana absolutely did not have it, I mean, you don't have to prove it to me. I'm just having a conversation, so please know that. Have you taken a test every single day or whenever to say, yes, here is the record, I haven't had COVID, right? On the other hand, are all tests absolutely 100% correct? We know that false positives, false negatives have happened. But in terms of what Sam is saying, I have to say that, remember in the beginning I said, are some of those people being selfish or inconsiderate or don't care much about the collective? That's their opinion. Some of us on this side may think so. But looking at the trajectory of the coronavirus and how devastating it has been to mankind, how enormously devastating it has been to mankind in general, nobody is exempt. Rona has no discrimination. Anybody and everybody, it'll attack. Then don't you think we should have some compassion for our fellow human beings, even though we may not necessarily believe in it, to at least say, hey, my fellow human beings, I do care for you. So when I go out, I may not get personally vaccinated, but if and when I go out, I will at least wear a mask. Right? So yeah, herd immunity, until we get to that point, right? Until we get to that point, we are going to have to go through all these struggles and all this drama up and down. And Araceli says, this puts more burden on the hospital nurses. We are already short-staffed. Please wear a mask. Thank you, Araceli. Can we take this moment, please, everybody? Can we take just this moment and thank all those hospital, the medical folks, right? The doctors, the nurses, the back-end people, the ones who run the tests, the ones who are running around, giving us, our loved ones bedpans, and, the medical industry. I'm not talking about the pharmaceutical, I'm talking about the medical industry. Can we give a shout out to all of them, and can we truly, truly appreciate and say thanks to them for all that they have done? Think about it, people. They themselves are people first. Mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, sons, daughters, aunts and uncles first, before they are nurses, doctors and medical practitioners. So think about the trauma they must be going through every single day, so worried. I'm going to go to work, I'm going to work in a hospital or wherever, where people are coming in with this virus, and then I got to go home. I am so worried about my own health and safety and the health and safety of my loved ones at home. Imagine the stress, and they are putting aside their wants and dreams and their whatever, or their fears and apprehensions, just so they can go and serve the public in general. That is so commendable. And I want to say thank you so very much for all that you folks do, for all that you folks have done, and for all that you folks are going to continue to do and be so selfless. Thank you so much. Absolutely. It's unbelievable, y'all. It's just, right? So, oh yeah. So now let's go back to this. The Hermit, Justice. There is no rhyme or reason as to why I pulled a certain number of cards. Y'all know that. So when we talked about, how is this going to affect the prices, right? The housekeeping staff, everybody, yeah. Everybody, the people who are taking doctors, nurses, the back-end workers, everybody. So we were talking about food supply, etc. There is definitely going to be some sort of a constriction with regards to things coming from the earth, which is food and essentials, right? There is going to be a restriction. There is a possibility of them. We are already going to be seeing shortages, y'all. A couple of weeks ago, Mark went to Kroger's, and he came back and he said, I can't believe it, like Kroger's, I shouldn't say that, but at least a grocery store, strike that, a grocery store close to us that we frequent often, they were short of food or products. There's a high possibility that they just hadn't stacked, put everything up, but couple times we noticed that the shelves were a little empty, and we were like, what's going on? Oh, we haven't received it in a while, that sort of a stuff. So when big stores are saying one per person or one per whatever, restrictions are coming. And we've already experienced that where we are at. We've already experienced that. One per person type of thing. So restrictions are coming. Then we have the Hermit card. Hermit card is 9, which is Virgo. Okay, Virgo is again talks about looking inwards, trying to find a solution to the problem. How do we deal with this? How do we go about doing it? Having to find, be resourceful. And then we have the Justice card. Now, the Justice card is in the traditional tarot is 11, but in this tarot, the Justice card is a number 8. Either way, the Justice card talks about Libra, decisions, finding a balance, making decisions, what is more important to us, what is not important to us, finding a balance. I'm going to say this is also going to affect the school system, the education industry. I wouldn't be surprised if they start encouraging, certain schools and certain colleges, if they haven't already, start saying, you know what, you got to go home, we're going to have online classes, or some of them completely saying, you know what, nah, we are not going to be doing in school sessions, it's all online. Okay, the other day somebody did tell me, I did a personal reading, I'm not going to mention her name, and she is actually in the school, like, I won't even say a counselor, and she's saying that school district or that particular school, they're already talking about no more in school, in class, they're going to go completely, at least for her position, it has to be online only. And she's saying that's going to affect me, and the whole reason of going and doing this job is because I like interacting with these kids one-on-one. So you already see the trend is changing. So they have to find a balance. They will be making decisions. They have to find a balance. It is imperative that they find a balance. And then we have 2, the High Priestess, ruled by the moon. Mysticism, something remains hidden. Don't rush, don't rush, don't rush. So I'm going to say here, there's a lot that the government is already working on that we are not aware of. And I guarantee all that's going to roll out. Y'all, I'm telling you, I don't think that the energy, collective energy, is going to really shift until June, mid-year. I don't think so. We are all probably gung-ho saying, 2022, everything is going to be fine. No, I don't think so. Real family, the agenda. Okay. Thank you, Texas Patriot, for keeping us all in line, me included. Pandora's box says, yes, Kirtana, hard to get transportation to stores and supplies. Yeah. And another thing I want to say is our ground transportation people, our truckers. Y'all, I'm sorry, Texas Patriot, I know you're trying to keep us online, so we are going to, yes, this is very difficult on many children, very difficult, but they're going to have to suck it up, buttercup, because they won't have a choice. Are you going to worry about your education, or you're worrying about your health and safety? That's going to be the dilemma. For a moment, let's just say a big thank you to all our truckers. Now, granted, every industry, every profession has a few stragglers who are not necessarily really nice people, but can we take a moment to say thank you to them, because they are the ones who bring the produce from the docks and from the, whatever, to our stores. Road transportation, those guys are phenomenal. If it went for them, how difficult is it for us to be able to even go to the grocery store and buy a pound of bread, or go to the gas station and fill up a gas of tank? Ground transportation is so essential. It's the backbone of this country, right? Yes, all the wholesale, the big stuff comes to our seaports or whatever, but from there to here, the railways gets it to a certain point, and from that point to distributing it to retail, it's ground transportation. So can we just say a thank you to all of them? Can we just say a thank you? And another thing, y'all, this is my pet peeve. Please don't ever cut in front of a big wheeler. I see it every single day I drive. I see some fool out there, some turkey out there doing that. And it pisses the snot out of me, because think about it. The weight they are carrying, even though they hit the brakes hard, they are not going to be able to stop that vehicle as fast as or as soon as a car or a minivan or a SUV or sedan. Even our pickup trucks, right, our regular Ford F-150s or GMC or Silverados, even they take a little bit longer to stop, of course, depending on the weight of the vehicle. Please don't cut in front of a trucker. Let them have the right of way. Let them go. Because think about it from a selfish perspective. Be selfish here. Be selfish here. Because if you cut in front of a truck, a big rig, and he hits the brake, right, chances are he's going to collide into somebody. And that could be a chain reaction, and how many people could get killed. So for your own safety, be selfish for your own safety, and do your very best to not cut in front of a trucker. I'm like, dude, have at it, man. Go. I will wait. I will slow down and I will wait. I will be behind them, or I'll be way 2 lanes over and say, buddy, hey, you have at it. Even if I miss the exit, I don't care. It's okay. Eat it. I'd rather be alive, right? What's the worst thing? You go off the exit and you come back on. You take another, maybe you do a UE, another 3 miles or whatever, like 30 cents in gas or whatever, and come back. It's okay. I'd rather do that than be dead, right? So that's another pet peeve of mine. All right, getting on to this. We have a few subjects. I'm going to try and not get sidetracked. Now, when we talk about the banking system, I truly believe this year we are really going to, which is again one of the subjects here with the economy, banking system, inflation, general employment, food supply. We are definitely going to be seeing a bigger push towards cryptocurrency. We're going to see that. Now we see a 9 of Wands, right? And the 9 of Wands in the traditional tarot talks about keeping and maintaining boundaries and being persistent. I have a feeling that definitely the banking system as we know it is going to be changing, and we are going to see more a leaning, towards cryptocurrency. So that is also going to affect the housing market, because people are going to start looking at that in terms of even to buy and sell homes. We are slowly gravitating towards that. With cryptocurrency, there are lesser fees and lesser middlemen involved. That's a premise of crypto. So we are going to start moving towards that. This year you'll see a bigger push towards that. All these years they've kept a rein on it with all the drama with the, was it the NSE? Who was it? They had a big situation with one particular crypto company, and there was a whole nother drama going on in that. I could do a reading for it. Very, very interesting. But I feel that now they're going to definitely they're going to start pushing towards it. And okay, they're going to start pushing towards that, and we're going to see a little bit more aggressive crypto being mentioned in the news a little bit more. People asking questions, people say, oh, I want to open a crypto account, that sort of a thing. So come on, man, this thing keeps going off on me. Okay, in terms of employment, Knight of Pentacles in terms of employment. So with the Knight of Pentacles, we talk about somebody who's reliable person, patience, hard work. So in terms of general employment, I would say people really need to have patience. Those of us who do not have a job, it's going to be a little tough. You have to have a lot of patience. You may be a very good worker. You may be somebody who is, got great principles, work ethic, and great, that sort of a thing, a fantastic resume, but you got to be very patient. The job market, there are a lot of jobs available, absolutely. But the problem is people wanting to fill those slots. People are holding themselves back. People are waiting patiently to see what else is going to happen before I actually go and get and apply for that. Because whereas it is, right? Even though there are so many jobs available, people can sense what's happening with the economy, with all this drama, with the Rona, whatever. They're like, I'm going to be in the same situation again. So why bother? I'm just going to wait. Or I've had a bad experience with this whole coronavirus thingamajiggy. I don't want to take a risk and go back and do that. So even though you may have great work ethics, even though you may have the necessary skill sets and all that good stuff, you're still kind of going to hold yourself back a little bit. You're going to be a little patient before you actually run off and apply for another job. And for those who are already employed, you are going to have a lot of patience through your work. Okay, so that was that. Next is housing market. This is what I want to do. This is very, very interesting. Housing market. First and foremost, Emperor, there is no paper per se in terms of cryptocurrency. Why do you need a paper? I'm active in the crypto world. I don't have a paper. The whole idea of having crypto is you don't necessarily have absolute documents. It's all there in the interweb. So I don't understand where you get the paper from. And so what if you break your computer or your phone? That doesn't mean that you lose your cryptocurrency. Your money is still going to be there. You get another phone or another computer and access it. Your instrument is broken, not your cryptocurrency. So, what paper are you? I digress, Emperor. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't think you really understand what crypto is, because if you did, you wouldn't be making that statement. So. Yeah, thank you, Texas Patriot, because I do feel that Emperor is kind of a little bit dampening our spirits here. Let's put a cap on this, because this is a new year. As much as this reading is all about stating facts, um, some of the possibilities are not necessarily all sunshine and balloons, but let's us here, at least in the chat, have a positive attitude. So thank you, Texas, for pointing that out. I appreciate you. Can't buy or sell without a microchip. Okay, so sounds like crypto to me. No, you do not comprehend what cryptocurrency is, Emperor. So let's leave that subject. Let's just let's talk about the housing market, shall we? I don't know what he's talking about. He or she's talking about microchip. Holy Ann, don't worry about it. Move on. I am very, very, very active in crypto. Let me tell you, folks, I am very active in crypto. I believe in it. That is the way that mankind is going to go. That is the way mankind is going to go. And crypto was created to give power back to the people. Age of Aquarius. Give power back to the people. Housing market, air. Housing market. Virgo. Housing market. Earth. All right. All right. Yeah, I'm done entertaining. Oh, the world is going to end attitude right here, right now, for a little bit. I'm done with that. It's like kind of a bit. Yeah, no, I'm done with that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the housing market, pricing going up or down, market stability, best time to buy, sell, best worst locations. Okay. Thank you, Spirit Moon. It is valid. Okay, moving on. So with the housing market, we have air. Now, as we all know, air is cerebral. Air is strategic thinking. Air is, think about Gemini, think about Libra, think about Aquarius, right? When you look at Libra is all about finding a balance, right? When you think of Gemini, it's all about quicksilver movements, right? Mercurial movements. And we think about Aquarius is sudden changes. And then again, let's be a little bit more conservative. So those are all the air signs, and all those aspects, all those things absolutely will affect us going into this year. Now, then we have Virgo. Now, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, again very mercurial, right? Now, let's talk about Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign, and we are talking about real estate. Real estate again is, well, Pentacles, money, earth sign, right? And we talk about Virgo here, and Virgo is like, oh, like Gemini, in terms of being very mercurial, the market is going to fluctuate. Absolutely, the market is going to fluctuate. And then we have the earth sign, real estate, coming from the earth, right? So I am going to say this time the market is definitely going to fluctuate. Absolutely, it is going to fluctuate. Give it a couple of months. This so-called high that we experienced for a few months where everybody and sundry were going and buying, you watch, it is going to start, going down a bit. This market is definitely going to fluctuate. The housing market is absolutely going to fluctuate. I do not for a moment think the housing market is going to continue to be where it is at. This past year, I was surprised to see how the prices were going up. Prices were crazily inflated. Houses that were valued at $250,000, all of a sudden people were like, oh, 360, 370. Y'all, I'll tell you, somebody here in our neighborhood, right, we can do the comps, etc. They got 60,000 more for their house. They said they got more than what they had asked for. And it closed really soon. And we were like, that house doesn't even have a pool. It doesn't have, like, you look at the lot size, you look at the number of bedrooms, it has a 2-car garage, I get it. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And how did they even do that? Like, how? And that house isn't, well, it was built in the late 90s, or mid 90s, so 30 years, let's say. And it's not like any fancy upgrades or something. It looks nice, the garden is well kept and everything is nice. It doesn't have those fancy window panes, the ones that keep out the sound and or whatever that brand is called. It doesn't have none of those upgrades. How the heck did they even get more than the asking price? They said 60,000 more, and those people, of course, moved. They moved to Houston, but oh well. And I was blown away. That bubble is, wait for a little bit. The market is going to kind of come down. Cash is king, or crypto is king. Cash is king, crypto is the emperor. Take that. Okay? So if you have the king or the emperor on your side, you'll get some basic awesome deals. All these popped out. I'm going to take them. 3, Empress. 5, Hierophant. Fool. The High Priestess. So let's go with the 3, right? 3 is the Empress, ruled by Venus, luxury, beautiful, bountiful stuff. Venus, earth sign. Need I say more? Then let's look at 5, the Hierophant, Taurus. Mercy, compassion, need for conformity, mind, body, and spirit. Taurus, earth sign. Who's Taurus ruled by? Venus. The Fool, a completely new beginning, wiping the slate clean and starting anew. And 2, the High Priestess, ruled by the Moon. Don't rush. When you're buying real estate, don't rush. I'm going to tie this up. So I'm clearly saying here, for sure, the market is going to have some fluctuation. I am going to say with the Venus, the luxury, the high-end, high-end homes or whatever, I feel they're going to be hit quite a bit. And with 5, the Hierophant, I'm going to say it's going to conform. It's going to conform to the parameters set by, I don't know, FHI, whatever, the housing, financial markets. They're going to start restructuring, and they say, no, we need to bring it down. We need to be more realistic. They're going to start doing that. They're going to conform to the original, rules and regulations, if you will, even in terms of giving out loans. Then the Fool. All that has transpired thus far with regards to the housing market is going to be wiped clean, and they're going to start off new. This is going to be a completely new trajectory for the housing market. And then I think the market is going to adjust in pricing. It's definitely going to adjust. And then you have number 2, and the 2 is a High Priestess, which is ruled by the Moon, and that is mysticism, quietness, something remains hidden. Don't rush, take your time, right? Do not rush, take your time, do your due diligence. If you're going to be buying a home, right, or any asset, real estate asset, if you will, it'll behoove you to have cash, or it'll behoove you to have okay, Who is that now? Okay, I'm going to address this question. Or it'll behoove you to have cash, or it'll behoove you to have crypto. I need to see this. Okay, I'm going to address this. RB, let me just make this statement, RB. We don't discuss personal things. It doesn't matter what ethnicity anybody is. This particular channel is all about being open, right, and accepting of all people regardless of their race, their color, their sex, their gender, their orientation. So we don't talk about these things, and it really doesn't matter whether I'm Indian or not. Why do you ask? That's my first question to you. Why do you want to know? Why is it relevant to you? Why should it be relevant to anybody? All right? So I'm going to leave it at that. So you're very welcome to join in on this live stream, absolutely. But let's not get into all of that. That's irrelevant. Okay, moving on. So yes, somebody says, Erica T. Erica, how are you doing, girl? I haven't seen you in a while. You are asking for a reading? Absolutely. Email me, Erica. Absolutely. I will do another one about crypto. I did one a while back, but it was very brief because I didn't know how receptive you people were. But I will definitely do one. Daryl Antonio says, okay, I don't know what Daryl is saying, but okay. But have you done a reading on West Memphis 3 with the uncovering of evidence? No, I have not. We're not talking about none of that. Our focus today, Sam, is just on this collective energy, okay? All right. Let's keep the focus to what's on hand. So these popped out. One is 8 of Wands, and then we have the 9 of Swords. Oh, these are some heavy hitters, y'all. 8 of Wands talks about very quick movement, very quick, right? In the traditional tarot, 8 of Wands, as we know, is speed, action, quick changes, and news arrives really fast, okay? And then we have the 9 of Swords. What is the 9 of Swords? 9 of Swords is nightmares, grief, anxiety, and depression. Y'all, this is going to be like boom. It's like, wait, I need to catch my breath. Hold on a second. Let me take a sip of water. No. This thing with the housing market is going to be quick. You will see the changes. Quick. It's going to be quick. Roberta says, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank all of you. You guys are just awesome. Thank you. I bought a modestly priced home and it was almost impossible to find one. The prices are way out of line. Yes, it's going to adjust. The market has to adjust. It has to adjust. See, think about it like a balloon, right? Oh, well, you wonder, oh, excuse me. That helps. Get the tissue stuck in the nostrils. I don't need to worry about it, right? That was too funny. Okay, so y'all probably will be cracking up and say, oh my God, Kirtana, you're so clumsy. Hey, y'all. I'm special. I'm just so clumsy. Remember we were addressing Merit Seeger. It's absolutely a bubble market. Like not as bad as what we had in 2006, 2005, 2006 is when it really started. It started getting bigger and bigger, like the soap bubbles, and boom, it went. So we did get to see a bit of that bubble, but not to the extent that we saw then. It is absolutely inflated. The prices are ridiculous. But you wonder where, the balloon loans came from. You can only blow up or fill up a balloon, whatever the balloon is, helium or not, to a certain extent. Once it's reached its capacity, it's going to go. It's going to burst. It's going to break. So it's the same thing. And then you have to readjust. So the market is definitely going to readjust itself. It's going to have to do a little bit of that push and pull, and then it'll come back. So the market is going to be quick fluctuations, quick changes. It's going to be quick. Grief, there is going to be some trouble. Some people are so going to be caught off guard. so going to be caught off guard. So going to be caught off guard. Erica, we are just going to focus on the collective. We are not going to discuss anything personal here. If you have any questions regarding personal stuff, send me an email. But this video is dedicated to the collective energy for 2022, okay? So let's not be concerned about anything else at the moment. Let's set aside our personal wants and needs for the sake of the collective, at least for the period of this live stream. The Emperor, Aries, whoa. So we have the Aries pop up, and Aries is, as we know, ruled by Mars, independent, okay, accumulating wealth, and having that leader, having that opportunity, having the wherewithal to make appropriate decisions. Now remember, Aries is ruled by Mars, and as we know, Mars can get aggressive. Mars can get aggressive. So there is this other side to this whole housing market. It's going to be a little bit aggressive as well. Aggressive in terms of readjusting and then moving again, right? It's going to be aggressive as in it's going to hit us hard. I do believe it's going to hit us hard. But cash is king. Crypto is the emperor. So if you, like, you know how they used to say cash is king, if you have money, then you can make a better deal, you can strike a better bargain, you can get good deals as opposed to swiping a credit card or going and using your, trying to get funding or financing or, you know, a traditional loan or a FHA loan or whatever, right? We saw that happen this past year, you know, whoever had cash, you know, we're going, and if a house is worth $250 and you had cash, you'd go offer $260,000 and they'd give you the deal because it was a cash deal, and no need for any drama and waiting and holding your breath. Because sometimes if somebody did say, okay, we're going to go for traditional loans or FHA loan financing, unfortunately deals have fallen through because they couldn't get approval. So the seller then is stuck, because he told somebody else, no, I already got an offer and I committed, I'm sorry, I can't do that. So people were like, to hell with it. You have a cash deal, you come to me, it's okay, even if I reduce it by $5,000, I want my cash, I'm going to get it and get out, right? So cash is king and crypto is the emperor. So if you have that with you, your ability to bargain and find deals is going to be awesome. Okay. Yes, Beth, you're absolutely right. Not everybody is going to have the same energy and the same reading. I get it. But this is a general reading for the collective United States going into 2022. Hopefully that will explain it. There you go, Merit Sega. Yes. Absolutely, to a cash buyer, absolutely. They will do that. It doesn't matter whether you're going to put down 50% and then get financing for the 50%. You have cash, they'll say, okay, fine, done deal. Then we have the Knight of Wands. So, traditional tarot, the Knight of Wands is somebody who's free-spirited, creative person, that sort of a thing. In terms, how does this work with real estate? If you can get creative in how you want to go about buying a real estate property or an asset, get creative. Get as creative as you can be. And there'll be people who will do that. And they will succeed. So get creative. Please don't let this scare you. If somebody is in the market trying to look for a house, it's not going to be like what it was in 2021, where, you know, people who had cash were just buying up. Lena's tarot, hello. Hi Lena. They were buying up and buying up and buying up, no, because they were like, oh, we're going. Remember that whole drama that happened with Zillow? So what Zillow did was, they would go in and they would buy, this is legit, they dug themselves into a grave. They would go, when a property came onto the market, they would go offer cash, okay, and buy up a property. I'm just going to say $250,000. If this property, technically doing the comps for the city or whatever, that particular zone or area, comps, 250,000 was the thing. They went in and they said, you know what, we want your property, we'll pay you $350,000. I'm just using numbers as an example. They would pay a lot more, buy the property, get the person out. They wouldn't even invest any money in doing any whatever inside, you know, the little cosmetic changes. They wouldn't do none of that. They'll hold the property for a little bit and then they'll put it back on the market, not at 250 worth for the price they bought, which is cost price, not at 350, okay, hike it up even more and put the house up for in the market for that price, say $400,000. No way under the sun was that house worth $400,000, particularly in that neighborhood when you look at the comps. No way under the sun. Just jack up the prices for nothing. And oddly enough, there were some people who were going and buying those homes too. Because they were like, oh my God, within the past 6 weeks, the price has gone up 30%. We better get in now before it goes up even further. Okay, and they would buy, and the next thing you know, everybody's like all up in arms and saying that property isn't even worth that much, and if that property is worth that much, I'm going to put mine up in the market here. Then everybody gets into this whole drama about, oh my God, property prices are going up, we better buy. Oh, it's terrible. They're in big doo-doo. Yeah. Hey Cindy. We'll see. Yeah, what Zillow did was very, very wrong. No, that's true, Beth. They will not. And okay, Beth. So I don't know what your intention is. I think I'm very confused. Should I be concerned about how every single person on the face of the planet will relate to my videos? Those who will relate. Those who don't relate will not relate. So I completely understand what you're saying. Not everybody has the wherewithal to be going about and buying real estate, right? Like I said, I'm not giving financial advice. We're just talking in general. So Beth, get with the program. If you're here to question why I'm doing what I'm doing, then you shouldn't be here. Yeah, Zillow is a hot mess. Afro-Human is in the house. Hey girl, did I miss you earlier? I'm sorry. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups, okay? And then we have the Page of Cups and King of Cups. Whoa, a lot of water energy. This is going to be very, 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 very emotional, okay? This is going to be very emotional. This whole thing with the real estate. Cups, I would say, watch out, y'all. Watch out around I would say, the Pisces season, which is coming up, going all the way until June, July, Cancer season. There are going to be some changes coming through as far as real estate is concerned. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, yeah. There are going to be a lot of proposals with regards to finances and emotional reactions to the financial market. Page of Cups, I'm going to say definitely, you're going to new plans are going to be coming out. And then King of Cups talks about, having the tolerance to be able to ride this wave out. I'm going to stop at that. Yes, thank you. So I'm just going to say, anybody who's going to be talking negative here, I don't want to hear it. Okay? Bad enough. We've all had so much stress world over the past 2 years. We're just trying to get some insights moving on. So the next subject is let's talk about world disasters, major countries, major US states type major disasters, major world effects, major political. So I'm not going to look at the disasters, because for that we'll have to do the geographical thing, and I don't like I said, I'm not going to do astrology here, because then I can pick, let's say, New York or California or Texas or whatever, and going into other countries, I will need the chart for that particular country to look at it. So that's a lot. I'm not going to do astrology there, because I can very specifically do that. But let's take a look at, let's look at the US right now, and then maybe I'll go back. Give me a second. Positive US world changes, when to expect, what we can do, how to prepare, how we can make a positive impact, create positive change, and how we can make a real difference. So then now I'm going to go back to the US and world disasters. I'm not going to look at it as a world disaster. I'm going to look at what the trajectory is going. If you're going to see any more disastrous stuff happening worldwide, it's not going to I'm not going to specifically say this country, this zone, this continent. I'm not going to say that. Are we going to see any really crazy disasters? Birthday, Happy New Year. There is a great deal of wealth coming into my small community, and it is not uncommon to see these properties sell for more than double their value, all cash. Yeah, absolutely. You don't need to be sorry. Don't be sorry. But like I said, not everything is going to apply to everybody. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, don't. Thank you, Spirit Moon. I appreciate it. Let's keep it positive. Let's not bring in our personal scenarios into this. As far as the world is concerned, fire, Aries, Mars, Jupiter. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have a fit now if the Sagittarius card also pops up. I'm seriously, Sagittarius and Leo pop up, I'll be like, oh my goodness. What did I say? Sagittarius and Leo pop out. Oh my goodness. Y'all. Mars. Dawn. Sagittarius, y'all. Mic drop. I can't. I got goose flesh. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's going to be a volatile year for us. Yes, we're going to see some crazy shites happen. Absolutely. Y'all, unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Pardon my language. First card out, fire. Second card out, Aries. Third card out, Jupiter. Fourth card, Leo. Mars, Sagittarius. Look at these cards. Let me hold them up for y'all. I don't need to say anything. You guys figure it out. I'm going to try hold them three at a time. Look at all the red. Look at all the red. Right? Okay. 23, 43, 51, 52, 57, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 74. Around March, expect some crazy stuff to happen worldwide. There's going to be some crazy kind of disastrous type of situation happen worldwide. There's going to be a lot of fiery, fierce energy worldwide in terms of, yes, fires, yes, surprisingly, and Aries and Mars. So it's going to be like double whammy. I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a scenario where some part of the world war is going to people are going to be warring with each other. It's going to kind of escalate a little bit. It's going to catch us off guard. We'll be like, why should we be fighting when we are dealing with this Rona stuff happening, right? Yeah, Jupiter is not bad, but here's the thing with Jupiter. You're correct, Elena. Jupiter is not bad. Jupiter is go big or go bolder. Whatever the situation is, if it is a positive situation, Jupiter is going to make it bigger and better. If it is a negative situation, Jupiter is going to make that also bigger and bolder. So whatever the situation is, Jupiter expands. If it is positive, it will expand. If it is negative also, Jupiter is going to blow it up big, because Jupiter never does anything in moderation. You cannot tell Jupiter to tone it down, Jupiter, have some moderation, Jupiter, come on, calm down. Jupiter is like, dude, you can't contain me. How dare you tell me to tone it down? How dare you tell me to calm down? No, I'm not. Okay. So Jupiter is like, yeah, right after fire and Aries, Jupiter is like, yep, if there is going to be war, Jupiter is going to make that, blow it up even bigger. Because this is the order we got it. Let me show you the order. First card, right? Second card. Third card. Correct me, y'all, if I messed up the order. Fourth card. Fifth card. Sixth card. Okay? So there is going to be fire, there is going to be war. Fire, it's all about burn, baby, burn, right? It's going to be like, and then you throw in Mars, and Mars is the god of war. Mars is, let's take action. Let's go take action first, and then we'll think about it later. Mars is all about taking action. Mars is like, I'm not afraid, I'm bold, I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. And Jupiter is going to say, yeah, go for it, man. Yeah, let's make it big. Why? We will make a mountain out of a molehill. To heck with it. We'll go big or go bigger. And then you throw in Leo. How odd that we should have. I mean, I can't believe it. I just said I would be surprised if I see Sagittarius and Leo again, and all the fire sign stuff has popped up here. I'm going to check my cards. Do I have any more? The only other fiery fiercely thing is the Sun card, which didn't pop up. That's the only other one. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So with the Leo, and Leo is all about the ego. Leo is all about, I want to be king. I want to lead. I'm going to be the leader. I am the leader. I will lead. Leo is like, y'all all keep quiet. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to be the leader. I'm going to take the power. And then you have Aries over here. And Aries is like, whoa, hold on a second. Because remember, Aries is the emperor in our traditional tarot. The Emperor card is ruled by Aries, and Aries is like, you can't come here and tell me what to do and what not to do. Aries is also the baby of the zodiac. So that ego within Aries is also there. Aries is like, you coming and telling me what to do? Oh, whatever. And Leo is saying, listen, child. And Aries is going to go, no, don't you dare be calling me child. There is going to be that butting of heads. Absolutely. And then you throw in Mars. So Aries is going to say, I am, I will, I shall go fight. I will. And then you have Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. Right? See, if the Sun card, see, Mars rules Aries. We have Mars and Aries, correct? We have Mars and Aries, correct? Jupiter rules Sagittarius. We have Jupiter and Sagittarius. The only thing is we don't have the Sun card here because the Sun rules Leo. You know what? Just for heck of it, just for shites and giggles, I'm going to see if the Sun card pops up. That'll be just about. I'm not going to consider this card unless it is the Sun card. I'm not going to consider this card, okay? So just because I'm so curious, I guarantee if the Sun card pops up, y'all. I had the Virgo card. So, anywho, I really thought the Sun card was going to pop up, and I'm going to kind of like, oh, okay. So with the Sagittarius here being here, there may be an attempt to find balance. There may be an attempt to say, let's temper it down. There may be an attempt to say, because remember, Sagittarius, as much as Jupiter is go bigger, Sagittarius is the philosopher of the zodiac, okay? Sagittarius is also, when you get Sagittarius riled up, you better watch yourself, because Sagittarius' temper is another thing altogether. I mean, it's quick, it'll flash and it'll go down. So that's another thing that I'm concerned about, or rather I think I should be happy about, because even though there may be this conflict and this war business, it's going to be quick to blow up and quick to kind of, they're going to try to make peace. They're going to try to subdue it. Okay, so never before has a saying, you can't be too prepared, resonated with me like now. Thank you so much for saying that, Sherilyn. Yeah, you can never be too prepared, right? Is simply the best. She is. She's on top of it, y'all. She's on top of it. So I missed some fun here. Elena online, same here. Today too much New Year cheer, lol. So as you can be too happy, you can be too sad. Okay, so Sagittarius is going to be there and say, let's try to moderate, let's try to lower. See, that's why astrology is going to be interesting, because I can tell you which country falls under the sign of Sagittarius. Of course, the United States is Cancer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth house is related to work, health, discipline, and habits. I'm just doing something on my own over here, right? And so 1, 2, second house talks about values, talents, possession, and the ability to earn income. And then Aries, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th house talks about career. Yeah, the United States is going to be involved in this. Absolutely. One way, shape, or form, the United States is going to be involved. And this is going to be something to do with territory as well. There is definitely going to be fireworks this year. Absolutely. It's going to be quick. It's going to burn bright. It's going to be quick, and then they're going to try very hard and very quickly to subdue it, because they do understand how extremely devastating it could get. This thing can go out of control really fast because of all the fire we have, okay? And we have Jupiter. Unbelievable. Let me pull some cards for this. But in the bright side, Pluto is transformation, so I believe something good will come of it. See, that's true. Because, like I said, Sagittarius is showing up and they're going to say, let's moderate it, let's temper it down, let's try to find some kind of an amicable settlement, right? And Pluto, of course, we all know how Pluto is. But remember, y'all, I'm really not trying to delve too much into astrology. Queen of Wands, this is purely tarot, and I'm going to do a separate video, and it could tell us completely different messages there, because per tarot this is what I'm saying. Astrology is going to be different because we'll have the astrological signs of each country, at least the big players. China, Russia, India absolutely is going to be a pretty good year for India in terms of the political, international politics. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles does talk about, having that solid practical approach to reality and the world markets and world finances, because this is going to affect the world market and world finances. Ace of Pentacles. There is definitely going to be an offer to say, let us stop with this nonsense. Let's go back to the drawing board and let's figure out, Angela Perry, hey Angela, let's figure out what we need to do, because we have to come up with an opportunity. We have to come up with an offer that is going to help resolve whoever these warring people are. Countries that are ruled by Sagittarius. Oh, did you say? Oh, she's here. Spain, Australia, Chile, Hungary, Saudi Arabia, Bangladesh, Barbados, Cameroon, Kazakhstan, Kenya, Libya, and Mauritius actually. Australia is going to be hit. Australia is going through some major changes. Don't be surprised if you get another huge fire thingamajiggy in Australia. Like, remember a few years ago how it devastated everybody? Yes, thank you, Texas Patriot. Thank you so much. Yes, people, go and check out my new channel, The Real Tarot 1123. I'm sorry, the Real Astrology 1123. So we have a Melanie in the house. Hi, Melanie. Melanie Elliott. Buy water every time you go to the store. Yep. Yes, I'm going to do that. It could be a completely different message because remember, this is tarot. One more card and then we'll move on. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. As much as they may try to say we need to find peace, we need to find balance, we need to make an offer so all parties can settle this amicably, somebody is going to get all butt hurt because they're going to feel like they've been left out in the cold. It's going to hit the economy. Look at that. It's like, where is the money? Or please give me some money. It's one way or the other. Yes, thank you. This is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you so much for saying that, Texas Patriot, because I know some people kind of get all weirded out. Okay, what was the next question? So that was as far as the world disasters were concerned, the major world thingamajiggies. Now, positive US or world changes, when to expect, what we can do, how to prepare, how we can make a positive impact, create positive change, and how we can make a real difference. So let's see how we can make a real difference. This is going to be a very interesting one. This is going to be very interesting. Thank you, Texas Patriot, for putting that copyright disclaimer. Thank you. Yes, eat the food close to expiration and buy the fresh. Yes, true. Gypsy card. That has to go on my T-shirt, and that will go on my T-shirt. Don't get your knickers in a twist, right? This card flew, y'all. Just flew over there. It's Venus. The Earth. Isn't it odd that Venus and Earth have been popping up so much? Even in the last one, remember I said if the Sun card comes out, it's going to be something else. But actually Virgo popped out, and I did say, though, I will not consider it. I'm just curious. But Venus and Earth and all this Earth thingy is coming up this whole session so much. Yes, Melanie, you're very, very right. We gotta be prepared, y'all. We seriously gotta be prepared. Saturn. Am I surprised that Saturn has shown up? No. The economy is going to be hit, y'all. Worldwide. See, it's no more a microeconomy anymore. It's a macroeconomy. When you look at it the world over, if the United States has an issue, or if Asian economy or whatever, it's going to have a ripple effect all over the world. Margaret Rodriguez. Margaret, welcome. Thank you for joining us. But yes, honey, you missed a little bit. We started at what time, y'all? 11? 10:50, 10:45, 11, or somewhere around there. The fire. I'm going to put one more. Cancer. United States. Ha! What are the odds? The United States is going to lose its position as the leading economy in the world. It's not going to be where the gold standard. It's not. Saturn, fire and Cancer. United States is absolutely going to be affected. And United States, you know how everybody, remember way back in the 70s, was it, where the US economy wasn't whenever, I could be wrong, whichever decade it was. I mean, of course, I want to say 70s, where it wasn't all that it was made out to be. We are not going to be all that we are made out to be going into this new year on a global platform. We're not. We're just not. Our economy is going to struggle. As I say that, the death card pops out. Oh my goodness. Let me move these around a little bit. Just kind of moving things around a little bit. Once I'm done with this, then I'll ask y'all if y'all have any questions and we can go from there. Yes. Isn't that sad? Like that flames, like they were just standing there and watching everything go up in flames. That was so weird. Oh my God. This one's been popping out a lot in this reading. Am I even holding it straight there? This one wanted to pop up. Justice. I'm going to pull out 5 cards. These are some heavy hitters, y'all. And this guy, whoever he is. Oh my goodness. All right. So, I'm going to show you all this and then we move on. Okay? Where do I keep it? Venus on top by the death card. Let me hold it straight. Wait, this was on top and this is at the bottom. On top and the bottom. On top, the bottom. I'm just showing you how I'm placing it on my table. It really doesn't matter whether it's on the top or bottom. I'm just so you all will know how I'm placing it on the table. On top, these are all the first drawers and this is the second drawer, the Hermit card. Cancer. Okay. So definitely remember Venus and the Earth, right? So Venus is all about finances, beauty, luxury, commercialism, commercialization. It's profit and loss. It's trade, all the fine things, all the materialistic things per se. So we have Venus and we have the Earth card. Earth card again talks about real estate, talks about border lines, country lines, geographical, geopolitical boundaries, right? And then you have Saturn, and Saturn is like, whoa, everybody, tone it down, calm it. Saturn is right in the middle, and right below Saturn, I have the Justice card. Remember, in the traditional tarot, number 8 is the Strength card, and number 11 is the Justice. But this card here, it's Justice, but it shows up as number 8, and I'll explain that in a little bit, how both are applicable. So Saturn is like, no, what? You want to run off and you want to do what again? It's like, remember the good old days, like, when you told your mom or your whoever, grandma, somebody, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and they'd give you that look and say, you want to do what again? You sit your butt down, right? You tone it down, or you're going to get a good whooping. I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, we've all, I'm sure, at least my generation, we get smacked around, man. I mean, I'm going to tell you once, I'm going to tell you twice. You don't listen, boom. Of course, these days you can't even look at a child cross-eyed because then they'll call CPS. And CPS steps in and they don't do jack because all these little kids are dying. Anyhow, another story. So Saturn is going to pop in and Saturn is going to say, wait, hold your horses. But surprising, I have Saturn, I have the Death card and the Devil energy over here. So the Death card is again ruled by Capricorn, okay? And Saturn rules Capricorn, right? So it's odd, I see that. And yes, the Death card is change and rebirth, which is Pluto, change and rebirth, right? Regeneration. How odd that we have all of this. And then you have the Fire card. And so The fire god is saying, wait a second, we can't all just restrict ourselves, Saturn. You can't put us in binds. You can't put us in the jailhouse. We got to be able to spread our wings a little bit. We got to be able to burn bright. Don't put a dampener on our spirits. And then Cancer is United States, and Cancer is emotions, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. And then people are going to be all what is going on within the United States. Whatever goes on within the United States is going to have an effect to the rest of the world. And people are going to be looking at us and saying, this country is basically losing it, if not already lost it, economically, financially, as a financial bigwig, as a financial powerhouse. We are definitely going to be questioned. Our position on the world stage is definitely shaken up. Okay, absolutely. We are not, if we are not already, we are not going to be the force that we once were, which is very unfortunate. That is going to have the ripple effect. Now, I'm going to tell you one more thing. Watch out for Singapore. Okay, watch out for Singapore, watch out for India, because those countries are going to have a bigger role in the financial markets, in trade, right? Finances and trade, than one would have thought. Okay, so watch out for those two countries. Now, we have the death card, and the death card right under Venus, right? That is all the luxury, the opulence, the, oh my God, the Coco Chanel's. I mean, I'm just saying brand names, y'all. Please don't go and think that I'm saying anything negative about Coco Chanel. No, all the fancy luxury brands, and oh, I want this, and I will only buy the Michael Kors thingy, and only that, like all the luxury stuff, all the opulence, all the overspending, that's going to start shrinking. The death card, right? The death card 13 talks about change and rebirth. The people's opinions and ideologies about opulence and luxury is going to start changing, if it hasn't already. Changing, really changing. Change. Then we have 2, which is the High Priestess right below the Earth card. And the High Priestess is, as we know, is ruled by the moon, right? Its quietness is something remains hidden. Not everything is going to be available. Not everything is going to be freely available. Markets are not going to be free and open as it once were. So I'm going to say that with regards to real estate, because Earth is real estate, with regards to real estate, there's still a lot that's going to be hidden. People are not going to have that much access to things in terms of real estate unless they have good financial whatever capacity. And those who had hiked up the prices and bought, they're going to be hit, because a lot that was hidden with regards to real estate is going to be still be hidden. But having said that, there are going to be changes made so that people are more aware of all the bullcrap that happened, and people don't fall into the same trap. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope you do. Then we have Saturn. Like I said, Saturn is restriction. Saturn is looking at the Earth and Venus, and Saturn is saying, listen, ladies, calm your horses down, right? No, you're not going to go off and spend. You're not going to let real estate escalate. No, you're going to calm it down. And then Saturn again, give me 1 second, I have to look up. Hang on. This is interesting. Okay. No, not what I was looking for, but that's okay. So, and then Saturn, like I said, is going to be like, going to be restrictive. Right below Saturn, we have the Justice card, which is a Libra card. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Libra is the 7th house in the zodiac, and the 7th house talks about partners, contracts, and relationships. And Cancer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th house. So, partners, contracts, and relationships, and the 4th house is emotions, home, mother, family roots, etc., which is, So, I'm going to say the United States relationships with certain international powerhouses are going to be restricted, are going to be constricted, are going to be altered. If not any of that, then on really, really shaky grounds. Really shaky grounds. I wouldn't be surprised. Who is the one who owns most of the United States debt or whatever. Oh no, how shall I say it? Isn't it China? I wouldn't be surprised if they come a calling and knocking on our doors and say, okay, pay a buddy. I wouldn't be surprised. And so that could lead to situations, and then somebody's going to have to, because no way under the sun can the United States tell China, here's your note, I'm going to pay up this note and take your money and buzz off. Because the only way they're going to be able to do that is to print money. And once they start printing money, it's the currency value is going to drop. And then people are all going to get up in arms. And then what happens? People are anyway going to start, as it is, they've started gravitating towards the crypto. Crypto is going to have even more of a bigger, better stronghold, right? And then people are going to be gravitating towards crypto, because they're saying US currency is just devaluing itself. It's like going down the drain. So you see how it all ties up? And then we have the Hermit card, number 9. The Hermit is a Virgo card. It talks about looking inwards. It's like trying to heal, trying to find a way, trying to find wisdom in the chaos, trying to find a way to wisely resolve the situation. And did I forget to say that the Hermit card is a Virgo card, and the Virgo is also an earth sign? Okay. And Virgo is the 3rd house for Cancer. It's the immediate environment and short trips, among other things. So immediate environment, I would say, could also mean immediate time. I would say within the next quarter or 2 quarters, definitely you will see some little things going on in the news. They will be talking about it. And then let's come to Diable, the devil. Devil is Capricorn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th house again talks about marriages, partnerships, contracts, relationships. Of course, we're not talking about a marriage here. We're more talking about financial contracts and relationships with other governments, other political entities, and so on and so forth, internationally, not within the United States. It is definitely, there are some codependencies. There are some codependent relationships, considering that we also have the death card here, right? So we have look at it on each side. Oh wait, there. This is the last card. The bottom one. This is the first card. So something's going to have to die. Something's going to have to give way for something else to be resolved. There is definitely codependency. There is definitely, whoa, people are getting all erased over here. What? Okay. Okay. So okay, whatever. Okay. I was just curious as to what the heck was going on. Okay. Archie Brulette. I don't know what Archie Brulette is. No, that's, Texas, can you unmute, oh God, I'm making a mess. Archie Brulette, because what Archie Brulette is saying is absolutely true, absolutely true. I'm going to do one more for the crypto. Archie, you're right, and I agree with you. Please don't take this the wrong way. The reason Texas blocked your message was because we don't want to deviate from the subject, is basically the thing. But you and I will have a conversation, absolutely. I love that. Crypto is something I truly believe in. Okay, let's move on. Somebody else's message. Okay, I'm not going to get stuck in that, because then I'll go all crazy. You're right. People are just throwing money for the heck of it. But I'll tell you one thing, though. Archie, you know what I'm talking about, right? That case that's going on right now in the Supreme Court. Is it XRP? XRP and who? NSC, I think, right? That whole drama that's going on. You saw what a mess there, what a fool they're making of themselves. Yeah, cryptocurrency is going to be the thing. Even when you look at these cards, I'm telling you, the traditional, see, the moment the United States starts losing its dollar value, right? Because they are at some point in time going to have to print. Then everybody is going to, because people used to hold the United States dollar as an asset. No more. That's not going to be the case. People are going to absolutely start gravitating towards crypto, because that's more safer. That's more neutral. That's not going to be so easily affected by the ups and downs of the market, right? So it's more a global currency. It's not a decentralized also, because currency is centralized. That is not going to be centralized. It's decentralized, meaning it's not going to conform to any specific country's currency or economy. It's just global. So it's very interesting. Crypto is really, really interesting. I'll do a reading with that. I'm going to have some. I think I'll do that. I'm going to invite some. I think I can do that. I will invite a couple of people who I know who have some good knowledge about crypto, and actually one of them is my son, I'm proud to say, and a couple of other people to kind of give us a little talk or share some. I can do the Zoom thing, so share their opinions and stuff with regards to crypto. It's going to be very, very interesting. Give me some time. Let me set it up. Of course, my son, if I ask him, he'll say, yes, mom, I will. But the other people, well, my son had better say yes, but the other people, I need to communicate with them, because two of them come from the financial services sector, banking, and they're pretty well placed. So let me see, when they'll be free and stuff, and we'll try to get it together. But going back to this, definitely I feel the next year is going to be a little bit shaky as far as our economy is concerned. And then you throw in the fact that, is Biden going to still continue to be there and trundle along and kind of hang on? I think he's going to be able to complete his term. I don't know about him running another term. As far as Kamala Harris is concerned, I'm very curious to know, I know I'm going reverse, I'm very curious to know if she has any, at least from a tarot perspective, I don't have a chart, that you can tell very clearly. And if I have Kamala's chart, birthday, time of birth, etc., and Biden's, and then we have the United States, obviously, then I can put all the three and you can say, oh, okay. So Archie can take it. Yeah, Archie, we've been on for about 2 hours now, so I've already completed. We're going in subject wise, so yeah. Go back and watch the video. Absolutely go back and watch the video. You don't feel like we're picking on you. It's just that we are trying to keep it like, how I can get scattered. I get scattered. I go all over the place. Squirrel. So in fact, Texas Patriot is doing me a favor by trying to keep me focused. So I do appreciate that. And it also helps with the viewers also. So that way we are not all over the map, right? So would be... Don't worry, Noble. See, we tend to... I will do one on crypto. Let me do this about Kamala Harris. Show me if she has any chances of becoming a US president. Mercury. Kamala Harris. Wow, Mercury is ruled by, Mercury rules Gemini and Libra. And the Sun, whoa. Mercury and the Sun, what the hey? So when I look at this, there may be a possibility that she might take over from Biden for a brief period of time. See, earlier when I had asked, I didn't think so. But now I'm doing very specifically for her. It's showing that she has a fair chance to be able to, even if it is for 4 to 6 months, she may come into the limelight. Thank you, Texas Patriot. That was a kind of a soft approach because I wasn't sure how receptive you folks would be to crypto. I'm definitely going to do another one. But yeah, I mean, it's so weird because earlier I had done a general about Kamala. I said I didn't get that feeling. Whoa, 10/20/1964. Okay, hang on. Somebody put that in. 10/20 Scorpio. 10/20. You know what? I would not be surprised if she cancel. I wouldn't be surprised if she manages to get into the limelight or that top position for maybe 4, 5, 6 months. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not. Oh my God, what in the world? Maybe the tail end of Biden's thing, he may say, that I'm just going to kind of, for the few months, I'm out of here, bye, and then she may step in to finish the term or whatever. There is a possibility. There is a possibility. But see, with her also, I feel she's very mercurial. Like she's very like this year and that year and this year and that year, and I don't think she has that stability. I don't think so. She's a Scorpio with Mars and with Pluto. She could come back at a later date. Oh wow, really, Archie? I did not know that. I did not know that. I would have about keeled over if I had heard that. Kelly B. I think United States is ready for a female president. I think so. His health is a bit iffy. Biden's health, yeah. Yeah. Oh God, I need some fresh paper. Hang on, y'all. Let me grab some fresh scratch paper. Oopsie. Okay. Oh, both of them are Scorpios. Wow. Wow. So that's 20, 31, 31, 41, 45, 46, 47, 2, 2, 10, 6, 20, 30, 40, 44. Wait a second. So, 2. Yeah. Yeah, I have see, no wonder they get along well. But let me tell you something about Kamala and Biden. I wouldn't be surprised if they have some all-out disagreements behind the scenes, because both are Scorpios, right? But both are Scorpios and both have intense energy, right? But between the two of them, I'm going to say Biden is a little bit more flexible than Kamala is. She's very almost cardinal, very like, no, it's my way. So give me 1 second. Let me finish this on her reading. No, she's not going to. Michelle Obama is not going to. I don't think so. Oh my goodness. The Chariot is a Cancer card. And Cancer is the United States. Holy moly. I'm going to stop, y'all. I am going to stop. And the Strength card. Being the leader. Having the strength to be able to lead. Oh, I'm getting gooseflesh. 4 of Cups. She really wished she could have had that opportunity way back when, but she didn't, so she's like, okay, fine, whatever. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. 3 of Swords. Yes, she's going to feel betrayed. She's going to feel like she should have been originally, but she was betrayed. Mercury. Lover's card is Gemini. Mercury. Oh my God. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes in at the tail end to finish the tenancy, the his term. She has a huge ego. For her, even if she does get an opportunity to come in the last bit of Biden's term to finish the Democrats thing, it's just an ego thing, just so she can say I'm the first woman ever to do that. She's like, you can tell there's so much of, I don't know her personally, just so you know. Kudos to her for being where she is today. Clearly there's a reason why she is where she is and I'm where I am, right? Not everybody can be successful, so you have to give them credit for that. I'm not bad mouthing her, I don't know her personally, individually, nothing. But I sense there's that underlying, like, I have to prove myself, like that constant thing of, I'm going to show them, I'm going to prove it, I'm going to show them, I'm going to prove it, like constantly, that is so ingrained in her that I have to prove myself. I'm constantly have to prove myself. I'm going to show them one way or the other. I'm going to get there. I'm going to show them. I'm going to do it one way or the other. That kind of energy I sense about her. So what have you? You know what? JFK Jr. would have been perfect in about. JFK Jr. would have been, if they hadn't taken him out. He would have really cleaned house. He would have really, really cleaned house. And he would have told all these nasty politicians, he would have lined them up and said, you, and you, go home. Wouldn't be surprised. Yes, they do have egos. I mean, Scorpios, come on. All right, any questions, y'all? I don't think Michelle is ever going to stand for election. She's like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Do you think I'm crazy? No, honey. No, I'm not. I'm so over. I'm so over. See, one thing I'll tell you. This has been my opinion, okay? And again, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. This is what I've truly believed in, y'all. Whether we are Democrats, Republicans, Independents, cuckoo, awesome, pot stickers, hemp lovers, whatever we may be, whichever organization we may believe in or whatever, at the end of the day, as a people of the United States, we have to learn to respect our president, at least the office. What I mean by that is, everybody has something negative to say about a particular individual president or vice president, when we take personal jabs at them. I truly believe, come on, y'all, that's not fair. We may not like him or her, whether it's Hillary or Trump or Biden or Pence or, I don't know, Bush or Reagan or JF Kennedy or what's the name of the guy who became the president right after JFK? I can't believe I'm losing my mind. Or whichever president, right? We may like them, we may not like them. They may be of a completely different party. They may have lost the elections because of counting issues. They may have won the elections because of counting issues. Whatever the case may be, we may not necessarily like them, but please, as a nation, as a country, let us learn to respect the office they hold. We really should, regardless of what party they belong to. Let us learn to respect the office of the president, okay? Whoever the individual may be, whoever the person may be. I really think we should. I think America is kind of, yes, freedom of speech, freedom of First Amendment, whatever the amendments are. The amount of nasty jabs that people take and, about whoever the presidents are, like Barack and Michelle and Trump and in this case Biden and Kamala, and every president and vice president have had people who have really taken nasty personal jabs at them. That is so uncalled for. So uncalled for. You disagree, you don't disagree. You support them next term, you don't support them. That's fine. But really, even on news channels, oh my goodness, the stuff they say. It's the Republican news channels are saying nasty things about the Democrat people, and the Democrat news channels are saying nasty things about the Republican. I don't. Like, you talk about their policies, you talk about this, you talk about that, you agree, you disagree, that's fine. But why are we taking personal jabs at them? And here we are about, oh, we don't condone cancel culture, we don't condone this, we don't, cancel culture is so wrong, but you yourselves are going around canceling people. Oh, I don't get it. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not smoking nothing. This is how I feel. These are my opinions. So whatever. So anyway, moving on, because now we'll get into the whole political argument, right? Wait, Archie. Wait. I missed Archie's. Archie says yes. Texas didn't mean to take anyone off track. Smart group of peeps. Thank you, Archie. And you're very welcome here, and we do appreciate you. Do modern presidents have spiritual protection? Just imagine the hate thrown at them. Absolutely, that's a very valid question. Thank you for asking. Absolutely, they do. Listen, here's what I say. I'm going to segue into a little bit over there. I truly believe true power lies not with the king, but with the kingmaker. Really. We may have President Biden, President Trump, President Barack, President Bush, Senior, Junior, Kennedy, and Clinton, or whoever the president may be. They are figures of state, right? But really the people who influence them, the real power behind them, who propelled them to be there, those are the invisible people, the few who truly hold the power. And let's look at JFK. What the hell was that? Let's look at JFK. Why do you think he was bumped off? Why? Who did he piss off? Who was upset with him? It wasn't that guy who shot him. They framed him. They needed a scapegoat. They got him. So think about that. And how do people get to be in positions that they are? Now we talk about, yes, when you look at a person's chart, you can tell, their education level, what their trade would be, how wealthy or not they would be, how successful or not they would be. Do they have criminal intentions? Are they going to be criminals? Are they the kind of people who are going to take other lives or, molesters? You can tell all that when you look at astrology charts, right? So here's what I tell you. There is a reason why these people get to these positions of powers. Okay, there's a reason why people are born into the royal families. There's a reason why people get married into the royal family, right? It's all the karmic. It's like a snowball, if you will, or a tumbleweed, if you will. As it keeps going through all your karmic lifetimes, right? What are the karmic? What's your balance? What's your bank balance as far as your karmic dues are concerned, or the brownie points that you have accumulated? So clearly that propels you to a particular lifetime in the physical world where you automatically come up to prominence, right? You do have that spiritual, enough of a bag of spiritual brownie points or protective brownie points where the universe is automatically going to propel you to this position. And also you yourself are surrounded by people. Why do people support certain people and not others? So there is a spiritual aspect to it where you are protected by spirit. You are protected by the energies of the universe. You are protected. There's a reason why you've been propelled to be where you are today. Because not everybody can be the president of the United States. Not everybody can be the vice president of the United States. There are only a select few. 300 plus million people. How many can actually go up and become the president or the vice president? So there is a karmic role that responsibility, and you've been put in this position, right? And how you perform, how you function, how you deal with the responsibility that you've been given is definitely going to affect you moving on, be it in this life or another life. Some people end up winning the second term, some people don't. One and done type of thing. Ooh, did you see that? Or am I imagining it? Did somebody just see like orb here, or am I imagining it? I don't know. I need a sip of water. Somebody tell me. I only have a candle burning. I don't have incense or anything, or sage or anything. I I'm telling you, y'all. Somebody tell me. I saw one like from this, like that, go like that somewhere. Anyhow. Okay. So Dr. Oz is. Oh my God, Dr. Oz is something else. Yes. Yes. JFK would have slam dunk. He would have won the first 4 years, second 4 years, and if they had changed it to another 4 years, he would have won that too. He would have done good, man. He would have done good. Yes, we haven't seen the real Kamala. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's not a good pairing. It's not a good pairing. Okay, so somebody had Archie, thank you for your question. They absolutely do have spiritual protection, because think about it, not every president of the United States is assassinated. Thank God. Not every leader of every country or every nation is assassinated, right? You are protected, not that people won't get to you, right? So there is karmic protection there. Okay. Dr. Oz, oh my God, Dr. Oz. Let me pull a card for him. Y'all, I don't know if he should. He shouldn't. He shouldn't. Dr. Oz, I don't think he's going to do well. Dr. Oz should not. Lyndon B. Johnson, yes, was a president after JFK. Absolutely. That was one of the names I was thinking yesterday in terms of who was responsible. But I'm not going to mention it now. But those who pay attention and can read between the lines. Those who don't, miss it. Okay, politics has become a brutally divisive. So yeah, we really need both red and blue. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, we do. See, another thing that kind of bothers me, here's another thing that's probably going to get me into trouble. People say, oh, Trump came into power and the economy tanked. And Biden came into power and the economy went up, or vice versa. Or because of Trump, he came and corrected everything and the economy was doing so well, and then Biden comes in and the economy tanked overnight. Economies cannot tank overnight, y'all. Okay, something is, hang on here, everybody. I don't know what that is. Economy, I am feeling, I don't have any eyebrow makeup or whatever, just so you guys know. But it's just tinkling around over there. I don't know what it is. Anybody who understands economics and finances can tell you that economies don't just go boop overnight, or don't just tank overnight. How? Unless, of course, war is declared, and then, of course, you see all the drama in the stock exchange. I get that. But it takes time for that momentum to build, for you to see an upswing or a downswing. It's not because Trump was elected on January 1st, whichever year, and boom, the economy went up. Or Biden was elected January 1st, whichever year, and boom, the economy tanked. Overnight. How, I was going to say a bad word. How in flying fiddlesticks is that even possible? People who really do understand politics and all that, they can tell. I mean, it's common sense. Economies don't tank overnight like that. Yes, there'll be fluctuations in the market in terms of the stock exchange and NYSE or whatever stock exchange all over the world, Nikkei or wherever, worldwide. If they make some policy changes and all, you'll see briefly there'll be a blimp and then it'll pick back up, or it'll kind of stall, and then it'll come up because people are like holding their breaths. But it's not like, oh my God, overnight things went up in price and overnight things crashed. No, it takes some time to get to that point. Now, having said that, granted, prices have gone up now, but do you seriously think Biden has made the prices go up? Why, what did he inherit to make sure the prices went up? Or what policies did he implemented that have made the prices go up? We have to consider all those things, right? We have to consider. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a Republican, neither am I going to say I'm a Democrat. I just don't sign up to either or, because it's like I'm tired of these people. It's like somebody get to a position of who, I'm going to say something that people are going to be mad at. Okay, I'm going to put a disclaimer. Please excuse me for the language I'm about to use. Okay, I'm going to say Can somebody please grow a set and do what's right for the people and not just for yourself or your party? That's all. That's all I'm saying. So, okay. I can get into that, okay. Y'all, way back when in California, I have paid $3.75 a gallon of gas, even $4 at times. Even in California, it's so expensive. For 4 years shot up 2 weeks after. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree that they shot up 2 weeks after. Yeah, I get it. So he's increasing this here and giving us here, whereas that guy comes in and says, I'm going to increase this and give in here. They're all playing games, y'all. Whether it's Trump or Biden, everyone, they have to play those games to be in the positions that they are. Remember, the kingmakers are the ones who are controlling all of this. Country first. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody loves Colton. Colton, that's a really weird name. Thank you for joining us. Archie Brulette says, Democrats delivered nothing. They promised student loans, healthcare, kids in cages. I don't support either party, but 2022 will be flipping red and possibly, Thank you. Yes. Yes, it is a game. It is a game. It's an absolute. I don't think so. I don't think so. Nobody loves Colton. I don't think so. But hey, I will say this about Trump though, whether you like the man or not, regardless, from a neutral perspective, okay, I will say this about him. If Trump had learned to tone down or control his mouth, he would have had an opportunity to garner more support than he had. He would let his mouth run off, and that's what I think people got tired of. Now, I will tell you this. That's his style, that's his nature, that's who he's always been his life. Yeah, whatever, I get it. See, you can call somebody an AO, right? You know what I mean? Just using those very explicit words, or in a very nice way, in a polite way, you can say, whatever, get the message across. It's how you present it, how you present the message, the words you choose, the language you use, how do you present it, right? Now, on the other hand, people will be like, well, why do we have to all be walking on eggshells? Trump was like, screw this. I'm just going to say it like I normally do. That didn't go down very well with a lot of people. They were a little offended by that. But if he had learned to tone that down, I'm so convinced he would have hung around for another term. He definitely would have. Whether he would have been good at it or not, that's a separate point. It was almost like he was almost like, I'm going to, he always said, I'm going to clean the swamp, I'm going to clean the waters, whatever. It's almost like me, look at me, every single day I wake up, me. No, dude, no, we get you're the President of the United States, but can you stop focusing so much on yourself and actually get the job done and do what you're saying you're going to do? And there's no need for you to blow your trumpet every single minute of every single day, because just doing your job in and unto itself right there would have been proof in the pudding. The fact that he was constantly playing that trumpet is what I think annoyed people, and they were like, we got to shut this man down. So, and also that energy of his was not necessarily very egotistical energy. I'm going to show them I can do it. Nobody's going to stand, I'll take him down, I'll take her down. But another thing is, putting down people constantly also didn't go down very well. That is his downfall. But Would he have hung around for another term? Yes, if he had learned to tone it down a little bit. He could have still accomplished everything he wanted to accomplish. Okay. Chaos is coming for sure. We know that. It should have actually come 2 years ago or 3 years ago, but it's going to be here. Will Trump? No. Because of voter fraud. JFK was killed because of NSRA, one of the reasons, yeah. Okay, any other questions for you guys? I hope there chaos in front of the billionaire's house and not. Oh, honey, let me tell you, Archie. The few people who have that money and that power will continue to have it. But in fact, you know what's going to happen with this whole era of wokeness and power back to the people? Those people who have all that money and the power are going to go back, recess further back behind the scenes. They are truly. When we talk about all the great billionaires and multi-gazillionaires in the world, there are so many more people who have so much more wealth who do not want to be in the limelight, who do not want to be up front. They are like, we're going to stand in the shadows, we're going to hang back, we are going to keep on keeping on. We are not wanting to be in the limelight like the Microsoft guy or the Apple guy or the Amazon guy or the Tesla guy or whoever. We don't want to be in the limelight. You guys have the limelight. I'm going to stand back and keep doing my things on the down low. But don't get me wrong, I have just as much, if not more money than all these people. So they are going to go further back into the dark recesses of whatever. Okay, we're getting into politics now. Any other questions regarding, it's a financial plan that gives all finances, yeah. Okay, no, Bernie Sanders, no. Wait, nobody loves Colton wants a definite answer via the cards. Wait, what was? Will Trump be back in 2022 because of voter fraud? JFK. Okay, I'll give you a definitive answers based on what my cards are telling me. They're asking me to do the yes or no cards, so we'll do the yes or no cards. Yes, Cheryl Schaffner, I agree with you. Completely agree with you. Hang on. I'm going to do a couple of things here to answer Colton's question. That fighting spirit, he wouldn't have stood a chance. He's going to go, he's going to try. Oh my God, Aries and Aries again. He's going to try. But let's see. He's going to try. He's going to do his best to come back. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting that we have two Aries. Because the Emperor and the Aries, the Emperor card of course talks about leadership. Give me 1 second. When is his birthday? June 14, 1946. So 6, that's 20, 10, 10, 2, 3, 4, 4 house. So June 14th, right? 14. So he's a Gemini. Oh, I dropped something. Hang on, you guys. I dropped something. Oh, sorry. So he's a Gemini. So Gemini, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11th house. 11th house talks about like-minded people, groups and friends. Y'all, he's gonna try. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually runs. He will run. He's gonna try. Let me see. No answer in the first round. He wants to win. He's willing to go all out for war. He wants to win. He wants to be the leader. He's definitely going to try. I got a single ace. There's a possibility, but I feel whether he wins or not, I have a feeling he's going to try very hard to run, and he might just run. He just might. Oh my goodness. I got just one ace. So there is a fair chance that he will run for elections. There is a fair chance he might get somewhere. But he definitely wants to run. He definitely wants to run. He's willing to go all out. He's going to fight for it. He wants to be the leader. He definitely wants to. But I don't know if he's going to actually become the president. I don't know. Let me see. Let me count this. Oh my God. Let me see. So 2 jacks. That's his kids. 30, 40. $60. Wait, hang on. 10, 20, 30, 40, 60. That is 70. 81, 90, 95. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5, 5th house. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of speculation. I don't know. I think it's just, no. I don't have a very confident, definitive, yes, he's going to win. He definitely wants to run. He definitely wants to win. He may get a few numbers, but I am not so sure what he's actually going to. I don't know. Because 5 talks about speculation. There's going to be a lot of speculation about him. His kids are going to be instrumental again. But 5th house, so yeah. And then when we look at Aries, again, there's a 5th house here also, because you add up the Aries card, which is a 1, and the Emperor card, which is a 4, that's 5. And he's a Gemini, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Libra. Libra, 5th house for Gemini is Libra, and Libra talks about justice and decisions in court and etc. So I don't think so, y'all. They're going to be tough decisions that he's going to go up to the court with regards to something. He's definitely going to go up to the court. He definitely doesn't want everything to come about. Like, there are a lot of things he's not too proud of that he has done while he was in office. He definitely doesn't want all that information to leak out, because he's going to try very hard to suppress it, because he feels that if that information gets out to the public, his chances of winning, even running for an election, forget about winning, is going to be jeopardized. So he's trying to hush up all that stuff, so that he definitely wants to run for it. He definitely wants to run. He definitely wants to be a leader. He definitely does. It's like, for him, I have to. I have to. Good luck to whoever runs for the next elections, right? You know, in all honesty, if you ask me, if somebody were to ask me, Kirtana, if the universe were to ask me, Kirtana, do you want to be the king or the kingmaker? I'm going to say I want to be the kingmaker. Kings are dispensable. They can be dispensed of. But the kingmakers have true power. So I want to be the kingmaker. I'm okay. I'll stand behind the scenes. That's fine. Work behind the scenes and get it done and be successful and have the power to do that, rather than be the king and have everybody throw dirt at you and some of that dirt will stick. No, you can have the limelight. You sit there, you wear the crown, you sit on that fake throne and you wear that fake crown. You really aren't the king. I'll be here. I'm the one who holds the true power. I'll get you done anytime I want to. Right? I'd rather do that. Why should I be sitting over there for, and I know, everybody knows the king's tenure is always limited. There's always going to be somebody who's going to come up and usurp the king. Why do I want that? I want a long-term power. That's what I want. So, there you have it. Right? This is all temporary. Yeah, fine. I don't want temporary. I want long-term. Extremely egotistical. Okay. So I missed a whole bunch. All right. Daddy DeSantis. Okay, I don't. Archie Brolette says something. Daddy DeSantis. Okay. I missed some. Gypsy Girl. Is he ill? No one has seen him. Who are we talking about? What about our amazing governor in Florida, Ron DeSantis? Will he run for president? He'll run, but I don't think he'll win. He doesn't have it in him. Yeah. No, but those kids, oh my God. Those kids, those Trump's kids. Ron DeSantis, let me ask. Come on, cards. Yeah, all that talk about Ron DeSantis, right? Where's the other joker? One card is missing. Hang on, y'all. I got one card muddled up here. I don't need the joker. I don't read with the joker there. So let's get those jokers out. Ron DeSantis, will he run for president? The first 2 years, 2022 elections is not going to be easy. Trump is going to try his level best. He's going to try. He wants it. He wants it so bad. It's like, dang, I can't even sleep. Every waking and sleeping moment of his, he's thinking about it. He feels that he's going to be able to get it. But see, for him, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Greg Abbott, November 13, 1957. Hang on one second. No. Hang on. DeSantis and then Greg Abbott. I'm not doing their astrology. He will run. Greg DeSantis will run, but I don't know about winning. My question is, will he run? He will. First go around, I'm going to show. Oh, this guy is Greg DeSantis. Nobody has ever come up on in my radar to say, yeah, this guy will be a good choice. Nobody. Well, I should take that back. Hang on. Ooh, right off the bat. Oh my God. He'll run. 6, 7. Oh my God. Greg DeSantis is definitely going to run. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He'll run for president. The question is he going to run? The question was not, is he going to win? That's something else. I'm not getting into that now because that's... Same thing, astrology, get his name, date of birth, place of birth, city and state of birth, and the astrology chart for the United States, and then see if he has a chance. And of course, getting everybody else's charts too would help. So you'll know which one will have a better... And when you look at the oppositions, if, for example, Greg DeSantis and Greg Abbott, you look at their two charts, you look at the other contenders, and you look at the United States charts and see who's going to be attacking whom, who's going to be helping whom, who's going to rise above all of that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, he will. He will run. I got another one, my confirmation. He will run. Then Greg Abbott. Does Greg Abbott want to run? Does he? I don't get the feeling that he wants to run for the President of the United States. No answer. No answer. No answer. I don't think he's considering it, y'all. I don't think he is. Oh, y'all, I think I'm going to have to call it now because yeah, I hear you. He's protected. All politicians are. They escape accountability. Yeah. Oh my goodness, don't even start with Chris Christie. Please don't. Kim Zele. Yeah, Zele. I'm going to ask anyway, but I don't think. 4, 5, 6. No answer. I don't think Kim Christie. Thank you, Merit. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. I think he lost his credibility a little bit. I'm going to say something else that you guys are going to flip out, but hang on, let me finish this last one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just as I said, I think he lost his credibility a little bit. I got a yes for that. So I don't think he's going to run. Remember all the drama they had about him a few years ago? People haven't forgotten it. I don't think so. You know who I thought had a good chance, but he ended up being his asinine self and was so arrogant and so much of, overconfidence and bullying and egotism. And if he had kept his pants zipped up or in his mouth zipped up, he could have had a good chance. Oh, don't come at me, this is just my opinion, I'm not condoning his behavior, and I have no personal affinity to the guy, just my observation is Andrew Cuomo. I had a feeling at one time that there was a good chance that he would be able to run. I really did think so. There is a particular faction. Romney, nah. Romney is like all the time. Ugh. I'm not going to ask the cards about Romney. I don't even feel like. But Christie has a set. I just don't think he has enough fans and supporters here. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to smudge. But I was going to say about Andrew Cuomo. There was a time where I felt that he would have been successful. But there was a certain faction of people who were supporting and who were rooting and who were propelling him and pushing him up. But he ended up, that overconfidence and egotism, he ended up just sticking his foot in his mouth. When initially all that drama started, where people were chitter-chattering about his his abusing his staff or women or whatever, when initially all that had started, if right then and there he had, way back when, if he had addressed it and if he had said, you know what, people, yeah, I'm sorry, my bad, my mistake, I do apologize, I'm going to correct myself, I'm going to, that sort of a thing. If he had said that, if he had come clean or whatever, and said, yes, I'm sorry, I do apologize, I'm going to fix it, right then and there, way back when initially all the smoke started, the smoke was just about coming out of the fire. If he had fessed up and done anything and dealt with it, they would have hushed it up and he would have gone on. But he was like, oh no, this, that, and oh look, and they were like, oh yeah, really? Okay, watch, we're going to get you down, we're going to take you down. And they did take him down. He should have learned. He'd never asked me. If he had picked up the phone and called Kirtana and said, Kirtana, can you do a reading for me? I would have told him, dude, first and foremost, there's no smoke without fire. Let's just accept that. There is no smoke without fire. So deal with it. So there are fires, there is smoke, and the smoke signals are saying something about you. Deal with it. Take care of it right now. By taking care of it right now, you're actually going to help yourself later. Okay, you may have some smoke inhalation, but that's fine, but it's going to benefit you in the long term. Deal with it now. If you have to breathe in that smoke, it's okay, deal with it, and then you're going to be fine. You're going to be on the winning lap and you will win the race. I would have told him that, but did he call me? No, he didn't. So whose fault was it? You guys. See, that's the thing. It's not actual sexual abuse, like he actually went and raped somebody or sexually molested somebody. It is all that touchy-feely little, let's hug a little closer, that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's not right. You can't intrude on the space of a person, right? Unless, of course, that person is receptive and completely in agreement. Then, hey, y'all are adults, man. I mean, have at it. You can do what you need to do. Like doesn't matter. But then some people are very cognizant about their space. Like, it's like, no, stay away from me. Like, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, though. I am always the first person to shake hands with people. And I can't tell you the number of times I've shook hands with people and guys, and I'm not saying this to be picking, it's that limp handshake. I'm like, ew, I can't deal with that. That says a lot about the person to me. I would rather shake hands with somebody who has a firm handshake, because that says this person, I would be more trusting of that person, rather than somebody who has a limp handshake, because there's something weird, something off about it. And because I do palmistry, you can also tell, like the thingies on your hand, all the signs and all that, the lines, etc. Wait, I'm showing this hand. Yeah, all the lines. And it also tells you when you touch the hand, which part, the mound of Venus, the mound of Sun, the mound of Moon, which is like firm, which is like squishy. How does the hand feel? Is it like all squishy and chubby and fleshy? Or, you can tell. I can tell. So for me, right off the bat, I'm like, oh, okay. But there was a brief period of time, and I don't just go hug strangers. I don't do that. If I know people, friends and family, it's always hug them, right, and give them a kiss, right, or whatever. There was a brief period of time where I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I would be like, no. I just wouldn't. Brief period of time. And people were like, what? I mean, my family members, they'd be like, Kirtana, why, like cousins, aunts, uncles and all. Of course, my kids is a different thing. But, people like that. And they'd be like, that's strange. What's going on? And I'd be like, please, can you just... And I would actually tell them, can you just step away from me? Can you please stand 2 feet away? Not that everybody's up in your nose and can look at every single pore on your nose. But I'd be like, can you step back a little further? Or I would go back further. That's not usual for me, because I'll be like, yeah, okay, man, whatever. But now with the Rona, it's like stand as far away as possible. And they were like, what's going on? I was going through a particular phase where I had to work through some weird attachments because I had done some cleansing for somebody, and oh my God, it was a lot. It was a lot. and it was a lot. Let's just put it that way. And unfortunately, I ended up with some of those attachments, and I know exactly who the entity or who the spirit is, or who the person was, whose entity, spirit, energy that had attached, and I was like, I couldn't deal with it. I just couldn't deal with it. But anyhow, that's another story altogether. But whatever. Okay, so that's a pet peeve of mine. Can't stand them. Yeah. I saw the same comment Maud Butler just made earlier. What Maud Butler? I want to see what Maud Butler's. Oh my God! I'm just cause I'm curious. Yeah, that's definitely a bot. Yeah, that's definitely a bot. So, I just wanted to see what the comment was. They had made a comment like that before, and I was like, whatever. Okay, so Kirtana, thank you for hanging out so long and giving you energy. Yeah. In other words, Gypsy Girl is like, Kirtana, go home. I'm home. Kirtana, get off the computer or the camera. I will. Oh, Pauline Rab. Thank you. Thanks for your dedication and good work. Texas Patriot, thank you so much. Can we all get a shout out for Texas Patriot, please? Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Yeah, attachments. I struggle with that. I'm anxious to learn prayer protections. We'll do that. We will do that. Absolutely. See, today was supposed to be a session, a class, right? But then we ended up, which I think worked out fine. I hope you guys don't mind. Absolutely. My pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure, y'all. So let's call it a 10-4, and thank you so very much for wanting to spend the new day of the new year on this channel with me and with you guys. It's been such a blessing, so awesome. Thank you so much. And to all our visitors, thank you so very much for joining us. I do appreciate y'all. And come back and join us. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit the like button, and hit the bell icon. Now I am going to be having the Friday as usual. We will do the live stream, and the next Saturday, that's the third Saturday, right? Where's my calendar? The third Saturday we'll go back to our classes and stuff. Third Saturday is going to be the 15th, right? The 15th is going to be a live stream. Oh, yeah, 15th is going to be a live stream, and I'm going, oh, did I not add it? Oh, how fun. So the 15th, that's the third Saturday of January, I'm going to do a live stream where we'll have classes. And yes, y'all, by today or by tomorrow, the latest, the videos are going to be up for the astrology channel, okay? So just bear with me on that, and we'll get started. And oh, I want to make another big announcement. To those of you who joined me on the Zoom, and I was going to send out those gifts to y'all, I was just waiting until January 1st, all the rush with all the Christmas packages arriving and returning and all that with United States Postal Service. I said I'll just wait and then I'll ship them out. So of course I'm not going to do it today. I'll do it on Monday. For those couple of people who I said who I was supposed to send your cards that y'all won, that too I have not forgotten. I have you on my list. I'm going to mail that out to you on Monday as well. To those of you who want the free readings, I have scheduled it. If I have forgotten anybody, send me a reminder email. I will schedule you in. Okay? So those who want the free readings, please know I'm only going to do Zoom. Okay? Because that's the past years. I'm only going to do Zoom for that. Moving on, all of y'all who have readings, who are paid for personal readings, you have an option to get on WhatsApp or get on Zoom. One more time. I am the host for Zoom. I will send you the invite and you join in. You don't have to pay anything to Zoom to accept my invitation to join me on Zoom. Please know that. I pay. You don't have to. Right? Just so you know. And it's very safe. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let me make sure I thank everybody. Of course, Texas Patriot, Lucinda 5563. Thank you so much. Charlotte Schaffner. Queen of Wands, Nobody Loves Colton says thank you. Then Persephone, thank you. Sherilyn Schaffner. Angela Perry, thank you. Diva 369, thank you. Pamela Strutman, thank you. Roberta, thank you. Gypsy Girl, thank you. Holly Leanne, yes girl, we need to schedule yours. Thank you. Kim, thank you. Robino, thank you. Lisa Hogan, thank you. Margaret Rodriguez, thank you. Merit Sega Design, thank you. Noble C, thank you. Yina Bug, thank you. Gypsy Girl, thank you if I didn't say it the first time. Lisa Hogan, I guarantee I'm going to miss somebody's name. My Manx 100, thank you. Deb Robinson, Pauline Rapp, thank you, thank you. Pamela Stratton, I did. Sheldon Schaffner, okay. Maud Butler, thank you. Oh, wait, Maud is a bot. Okay, anywho, let's just be polite and say thank you. How about that? Deb Robinson, thank you. Then Diva, who else? Delvin isn't in the house. Pauline, thank you. Where did Delvin go? Oh, yeah. I guarantee. Queen of Wands. Then I'm sure Archie Brulette, thank you for joining us. Yes, they were on top of the world. Even Chris Cuomo, right? But he shafted himself. What can I say? I guarantee I'm going to miss y'all. Some of y'all, I'm going to miss saying your names, and you're going to be so mad at me. Please don't. Candice Cuella, thank you. I'm trying to go back and see whose name I missed. Kelly B, thank you. Archie Brulette, I said thank you. Okay. Who else did I miss? Am I going to miss somebody? Spirit Moon, thank you. My Max, yes. If I forget to read out your name or call out your name to say thank you, like the shout out, please don't be mad at me. Noble C, thank you. Roberta Philman, thank you. Because I guarantee I'm going to miss some. Ari was here, right? Yeah, I knew I was going to. Cindy, Eve, thank you. All right, y'all. All right, Lucinda 5568, thank you. So I will do another video on cryptocurrency for sure. Give me some time. That's going to take a little bit of management kind of a thing going on. I may invite them and do it on Zoom, and that I can telecast because that's not exchanging personal information. So I'm going to try to get my son to come on to Zoom, and I'm going to get a couple of people who come from the financial services and who will be able to talk about it and to help us, of course, just to shed some light, and hopefully that'll all work out. Okay, thank you so very much, all of y'all. I so do appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful, blessed new year. Stay safe, okay, and take care. Much love to you. Bye everybody. 10-4. Okay, I'm going to say 10-4 here, and I am going to be done. 10-4. There we go. Blessed be. All right, end the stream, right? End it.